What's going on? It's your boy H Money, Mr. The Zone. We in the building. Let's get it. Yo, we turned the up, man. We constantly turned on a regular, and there ain't no turning down up in this thing, man. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't no turning down in this thing, bro. On God. And I put that on God. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, boy.
Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. Nah, you never be fly as me, nigga. Nah, I used to put down a P, nigga. Yeah, just to run up me some G, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. Hey. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Hey. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle.
Trips on my nigga, codeine in my liver. I'm smoking that fruit in my pedal like Skittles. All of you niggas won't pick on my trip. Put that in the bed like school dismissal. Just caught a bomb, no missile. Nigga try to shoot me, I'm Hitler. You know I ain't lying, no symbol. Money ever bitches that simple. Bows in the kitchen, no dishes. All about bread like Jiffy. Plus with the weed, I'm tripping.
Nigga.
For the low, let's get it.
Get in the guapo. Nigga, we pass it like Rondo. OJ in that Bronco. We smoking gelato. Smoking that game. The bitch with the A. She round us this flame.
Hey.
I fuck them, you love them. My nigga, I'm a hustler. Get cake like a muffin. Hot in the oven. Ace Money got brains. Nigga, we popping them tails. Nigga, pull up in the She in love with the swag. Thank God for the blessing. Blue sheets, how they dressing. Juggy finessing. Fuck the second. Don't shit stop a nigga like me,
nigga.
You never be fly.
You never be as fly. Break it down. Get them. We in the building. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Yeah. Now I'm finna bubble. Let's get it. Yeah. Just came out the bank. Gang. Break it down. Back to back rolling up out of pounds. Got some little gangsters come out the mound. Yeah.
I do not give a fuck, no nigga killing us. I know you broke, you ain't feeling us. My life expensive, I live it up.
Oh, I see you got Devin Haney. You got Haney picture, okay. I see you.
Run it up. Your life ain't worth shit but $100. Don't pull up without it.
Nah.
No limit.
We bout it.
Got it, clout it, nigga. Come through in the outing. Don't shit off a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to put down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some G, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle. Let's get it. I look like I'm worth about $1 million.
Nah.
I'm loaded my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing.
Hey, look, racks on me like I just came out the bank. We turned up. We just broke down the paint. Back to back rolling up out of pounds. Got some little gangsters come out the mound. Shoot around me when I'm out of town.
Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. You never be fly as me, nigga. I used to put down a P, nigga.
You said check out the drip. Hey, you funny as fuck. You a funny ass nigga.
Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it blood on my Fendi buckle.
Trips on my nigga, codeine in my liver. I'm smoking that fruit in my pedal like Skittles. All of you niggas won't pick on my trip. Put that in the bed like school dismissal. Just caught a bomb, no missile. Nigga try to shoot me, I'm Hitler. You know I ain't lying, no symbol. Money ever bitches that simple. Bows in the kitchen, no dishes. All about bread like Jiffy. Plus with the weed, I'm tripping. Try to got it for the low, let's get it.
Get in the guapo. Nigga, we pass it like Rondo. OJ in that Bronco. Smoking gelato. Smoking that game. The bitch with the A. She round us this flame. We counting the game. I fuck them, you cake like a muffin. Hot in the oven. Ace money got brains. Nigga, we popping the tabs. Nigga, pull up in that chain. She in love with the swag. Thank God for the blessings.
Drip.
She selling dresses. Jugging finesse. Fuck her in second. Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. Nah, you never be fly as me, nigga. Nah, I used to put down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some G, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga.
For real, nigga.
We gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fenty truck. Flex on these
Yeah.
no muscle. You know it's blood on my Fenty buck. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
Hit that like button, though.
I'm loading my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing. Rest all on me like I came out the bank. When we turned up, he just broke out a bank. Told my engineer don't turn it down. Toss it to Pluto, don't break it down. Back to back rolling up out of pound. Got some little gangs to come out the mouth. Shoot around me when I'm out of town. Soon as I hit him, it got around. Fuck all these niggas who doubted us. Bitch, I went 4 years without a fuck. I do not give a fuck, no nigga killing us. I know you broke, you ain't feeling us. My life expensive, I live it up. These nigga wishing I give it up.
Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. Mob. Still the same shit. Yeah. Nah. We bout it, we bout it. Hey, man, you heard what I said, bro. Hey, listen. Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. Still the same shit, bro. I can't switch. I can't switch it up. DHP, my nigga. Still the same shit. I can't switch it up. DHP. Fuck you mean? MOB, nigga. You already know my boy Sales was good. Was good. He said counting the cash. You heard those bars I was spitting, didn't it? You heard those bars I was spitting. I was spitting bars, man. You feel me? Finessing your hoe. Finessing her. Finessing your hoe, bro. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? We getting ready for these fights. Which is Liam Williams. Liam Williams versus Andrew Robinson. Liam Williams been talking real greasy about my boy Demetrius Andrade. And I'm here to address the beef. He been talking real greasy about my boy Demetrius Andrade, my nigga. So we got to get down to the bottom of this shit. We got to get down to the bottom of this. This dude, Liam Williams, talking greasy about Andrade. Andrade want that smoke with his ass. Andrade will fuck him up. I can tell you that much, bro. On God. On God. You heard me? Andrade will beat his ass. I'll put that on God, though. No cap. No cap, though. I promise you.
I'm whipping the work. Whipping the work.
Deacon 305, what up? I'm about to drop the link right now. Let me drop the link to Deacon 305. We cook together. I'm dropping the link. Now, this is dude named Liam Williams fighting tonight. Hey, look, Deacon is a guy named Liam Williams. He been talking a lot of shit. He been talking a whole lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade. I think he's been clout chasing. He been clout chasing like a motherfucker, bro. And right now, I gotta scout this motherfucker. He fighting. He leading up to this fight. The only thing he been talking about is Demetrius Andrade. He ain't even talking about your opponent. You're not even talking about your opponent. The only person he's talking about is Demetrius Andrade. So we got to get down to the bottom of this shit about this guy, Liam Williams, man. I'm doing a scouting report on Liam Williams tonight. He been talking, like I said, he been talking a whole lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade. He a fighter from the UK. You know what I mean? Talking slick, like on some Billy Joe Saunders type of shit. Talking real slick with a big mouth. You know what I mean? He ain't beat nobody. Motherfucker ain't beat nobody. He got 2 losses to bums. You know what I'm saying? He lost 2 losses to fucking Liam Smith beat his ass. Wasn't it Liam Smith that beat your ass? And Liam Smith ain't shit. Yeah, I gotta give it to him, man. I gotta still give it to him. Let me give him the number. Hold up. I'm bullshitting. Let me give Deacon 305 your number real quick. Cause I've been bullshitting. My bad. What up, Cano? Cano, come join, bro. Come talk some shit. We early. Is this guy named Liam Williams fighting? He been talking a whole lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade, clout chasing like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let me give Deacon your number because I was supposed to do that yesterday. So that's what I'm saying. I've been bullshitting like a motherfucker. We finna get down to this shit. Here go the number right here. I'm gonna send it to Deacon 305, and we gonna do it like that way. Shout out to Deacon 305, my boy Cano Loco, MMA champion. He said the link ain't working on this phone. Here on my other phone is charging. I got you. He said I'm eating right now. He said picked up my food from the Trap House Chicken. Trap House Chicken for sure. That shit sound good than a motherfucker. Trap House Chicken. You know what I need right about now? Some of that Jamaican pineapple juice. That Jamaican ginger. It was that pineapple ginger juice. Pineapple ginger juice. That shit'd be fire, bro. We used to have all of that shit in LA, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in Memphis. I gotta go back to LA, bro. I need to get back to the West Coast, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Deacon, I'm texting you the number. I'm texting you Cano Loco Sports number right now. But yeah, you know it'd be tastes real good right now. Some of that ginger, that pineapple ginger juice, that ginger beer type shit. That shit'd be fire right now, my nigga. Can't even lie. We dealing with all type of hurricanes and shit. I know y'all was dealing with them hurricanes. What's up, King? He said H Money to fight. Will Wilder and Fury is off. For real? What you mean is off? What that mean? They gonna still do it, right? Isn't that fight under contract? They need to do it. Wilder need that get back, bro. Wilder need to go fight Fury again, man. I can't lie. Wilder need that rematch more than Fury do, because Fury got his belt. I just texted it to you, Deacon. I'm about to check it out right now on your IG. Let me go look at your IG. Let me send this notification out for this fight. Send it to all my people, bro. Check it out right now on your IG. Hit the like button. Only 3 likes. God damn, what's up with y'all? What's up with y'all, man? Only got 3 likes. Come on, man. King, Deacon, Cano, MMACHAMP. Y'all gotta hit that like button, bro. I'm about to send this notification out to everybody. Hey, this dude Liam Williams been talking a lot of shit lately. He been talking a whole lot of shit to my boy Demetrius Andrade, bro. And we finna get down to the bottom of this shit. If it take all night, we gonna get down to the bottom of this shit. If it take all night, bro. On God. On God, though. You heard? Get down to the bottom of this shit if it take all night. See what's up with him, bro. On God. The motherfucker been talking greasy. Ah, there go my girl right there. He said, what's up, Unique Dawn? What up, Unique? Hey, look. Deacon 305 said oxtails and rice right about now with some plantains. Don't forget about the plantains with it, though, bruh. Oh, I just seen the picture of it. Yeah, that joint look fire. That look fire right there. Some hood shit. That look like some hood shit, but some good shit. Some good shit. Oh, yeah. I'm going to put it on the camera. Let me put it on the camera right quick, though. Put it on the camera so the people can see it. What it look like. Dang. Oh, it's like, yeah, that joint look fire as hell, though. That shit look fire as fuck. He said the contract terms have run out. Dang. They said Wilder Fury's out. Wilder need that shit bad, bro. Wilder need that rematch more than Fury do. Let me show you what Cano eating on. Yeah, that shit look fire, bro. That shit look fire, Cano. Hold on, let me cut my camera on. Let me hit my camera on real quick. Look at this shit. There we go right there. This is what Cano talking about. This is where Cano at with it. Trap House Chicken. You feel me? You dig? What up, JC? Y'all hit that like button for me, bro. Hit that motherfucking like button. We finna turn this thing up, man. Ain't no turning down. This guy Liam Williams talking greasy about Demetrius Andrade, man. Fuck he talking about, bro? Man, they got all type of hurricanes and shit popping off out here in the South, man. Shit crazy than a motherfucker, bro. I need to get my ass back to the West Coast, bro. Get it. I gotta get out there to Vegas, bro. Where Devin Haney and them at, bro. The Devin Haney Promotions, the headquarters out there in Vegas, bro. That's where I need to be at in Vegas. No cap. What up, Gusto? Salute, y'all hit that like button for your boy H Moolah, man. Yeah, yeah. We back, we back. Let me read the chat. I'm gonna keep up with y'all. At my Gusto in the building, my boy. Okay, Gusto, man. Y'all want y'all to go follow Okay Gusto on Instagram, man. Everybody should go follow this brother, man. Gusto getting ready. You know what I'm saying? For his first amateur fight. He's been in the gym. Gusto been putting in a lot of work, man. Shout out to OK Gusto. Unique Dawn said, Deacon 305, True King. Let's go. Deacon 305 said, Unique Dawn, salute to the queen. Yes, she is the queen of the chat. She's the queen of the show. You know what I mean? Much love and respect to Unique Dawn from everybody on this channel right here, especially from H Money Mr. The Zone. I want to give you a special shout out. Cano Loco Sports says it's a ghetto ass spot, bro. He said that's the best chicken out here, bro, and they be having fried ribs for sure. You know me, I'm Muslim, so I don't eat pork. I'm fucking with chicken, turkey ribs, beef ribs. That's what I'm fucking with. Okay, Gusto, salute soldier. Salute Deacon 305 to OG from OK Gusto. Cano Loco Sports said what up to Gusto. So look, man, it's this guy named Liam Williams fighting today. He's a middleweight. He's from the UK. He's been talking a lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade. He's been clout chasing like a motherfucker, man. Pardon my language. He's been clout chasing. He said, how that training going, Gusto? MMACHAMP, the GOAT. You got to switch your name to Boxing Champ, the GOAT, though. See, you got a picture of Devin Haney. Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? MMACHAMP, the GOAT, DHP. But what you got to do is put Boxing Champ, the GOAT, DHP. You know what I'm saying? Unique Dawn says, salute to Cano Loco Sports. Them ghetto spots are the best, no doubt. Oh, yeah, you already know them ghetto spots are the best, man. In LA, they got this burger spot called motherfucking I bet. I just got your text, Deacon 305. In LA, they got this spot called Master Burger. And this is only in the hoods. They got a barbecue spot in LA called Woody's. Woody's barbecue spot, bro, in LA. Fire. Woody's barbecue. And you got Master Burger. Master Burger, Woody's barbecue spots. The best spots to go get some you know what I'm saying, some barbecue is Woody's, right? I believe that's off of Manchester. Off of Manchester right there, Woody's barbecue. And then that motherfucking Master Burger right there in the hood, bro. That's in the hood in the 40s. In the 40s off of Western and Vernon, Master Burger. Some hood shit. Fire. MMACHAMP to Ghost to H. He said you just was on another stream saying you was it. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me. Don't even play with me like that, bro. Don't even play with me like that, Boxing Champ. Yo, don't even play with me like that, little bro. Don't even play with me, dog. Don't even play with me like that, bro. I don't eat no pork, nigga. Fuck you talking about. Fuck you talking about, little nigga. Uh-huh. Salute to all my boys. Don't even play with me like that, little bruh. He's okay, big bro. You a funny ass nigga, man. You funny as fuck, man. But yeah, bro. So you got this dude named Liam Williams who's been out here cloud chasing the hell out of Demetrius Andrade for a long ass time. He been cloud chasing. He ain't even no good, bro. I'm gonna pull up his box rec, bro. He garbage, man. This Liam Williams guy is garbage. He been talking shit. He been talking a lot of shit, bro. He ain't about that life. So I right now, what I gotta do, I gotta She said, H Money, thank you. I'm catching waves in here. Salute to Unique Dawn. Much love and respect to you for real. You know, every time I see you in the chat, I appreciate you. I gotta be real with you. I appreciate everybody though. Not, you know what I'm saying, not just one person. I appreciate MMACHAMP, even when he be trolling me. You know what I'm saying? I see Coco just sent me a message on the IG. Shout outs to Coco if you listening. Shout out to my nigga Coco the Don. You dig? It's all love. We turning up though. I promise you that. Yeah, y'all go follow OK Gusto on Instagram. OK Gusto. And show love to OK Gusto. Show love to my boy Gusto. He about to start his amateur career up. Finna be lit too. Gusto trying to, you know what I'm saying, become the next great heavyweight. Gusto trying to become the next great heavyweight. You feel me? So, hey man, let me drop these sounds for you as we get ready for these fights. Hey man, a preview of my album. You know what I'm saying? Get ready for my album. It's about to drop. Check me out.
I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know with blood on my Fendi buckle.
Trips on my nigga, codeine in my limo. I'm smoking that fruit in my pedal like Skittles. All of you niggas won't pick on my truck. Look at the bill like school dismissal. Just caught a bomb, no missile. Niggas try to chew me, I'm Hitler. You know I ain't lying, no symbol. Money with bitches that simple. Bows in the kitchen, no dishes. All about bread like Jiffy. Cleanse with the weed, I'm tripping. Tryna got it for the low, let's get it.
Get in the guapo. Nigga, we pass it like Rondo. OJ in that Bronco. We smoking gelato. Smoking that gang. The bitch with the A. She round us display. We counting the game. I fuck them, you love them. My nigga, I'm a hustler. Get cake like a muffin. Hot in the oven. Ace Money got brains. Nigga, we popping them tails. Nigga, pull up in that chain. She in love with the swag. Thank God for the blessing. Blue sheets, tell it dressing. Jugging finessing. Fuck the second. Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. Nah, you never be fly as me, nigga. Nah, I used to put down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some G, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know with blood on my Fendi buckle. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loading my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing. Rest all on me like I came out the bank. When we turned up, he just broke out of paint. Told my engineer don't calm it down. Toss it to Pluto, don't break it down. Back to back rolling up out of pound. Got some little gangster come out the mouth. Shoot around me when I'm out of town. Soon as I hit him, it got around.
Look, fuck all these niggas that doubted me. Yeah. No nigga killing me. Yeah. Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. These niggas bitches. These niggas bitches, man. Oh God. These niggas bitches. Hey, look. Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. These niggas bitches, they switching up. You feel me? But yeah, we turned up. We turned up. You know, it's early. I had to get up early for this one. I had to get up early for this shit. And hey, appreciate it. My boy MMACHAMP say, listen up, listen up, listen up. Unique Dawn, she said, I can dig it. Oh yeah, that was one of the tracks, you know what I'm saying? Before I came to the YouTube platform, that's what I was doing. I was in the studio. dropping hits. Oh yeah. He said, You need me on one of those tracks, bro. Oh yeah, you told me you be rapping. Real Jimmy Mack said, "Throw your hands, bro." I'm dropping a link, man. Come join the panel, Jimmy Mack. Hey man, come join the panel, bro. I want to check this dude out, Liam Williams. He's been talking a lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade. He said he want to fight Andrade, so I'm like, fuck it. Let's go watch him. Let's see what he's all about. You dig? What up, bro, Jimmy Mack? Jimmy. Let's check out this kid, Liam Williams, man. Let's see if he really about that smoke, or is he capping? Or is he capping like Gary Russell was doing? My boy, a L dude in the building. What up, L? He says, salute H Money. H Money, Mr. The Zone. Ruben almost pulled it off yesterday. I actually had Ruben winning on points, but saw it as a draw too. Neverente squeezed out the win. Yo, I thought Vila won that fight, man. I'm gonna be real. Even though he got dropped twice, Vila was able to outbox him. The judges' scorecards was some bullshit. They had what the fuck they had? They had that motherfucker what's his name? Neverente winning by unanimous decision, bro. Besides the 2 knockdowns, I think Neverente he won only 2 rounds. Well, he probably won 1 round besides that. He scored 2 knockdowns and he probably won 1 round. No, probably 2. I could have seen in the draw. I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna cap. It could have been a draw. I ain't gonna cap it. It could have been a draw, a majority or split decision or something like that. But unanimous, like he just blew the dude out. Hell nah. That's some fuckery. That's what you call fuckery. Dickin305 said, once my phone is charged all the way up, I'll be able to get online, which is my main phone, and I use that. You know what I mean? I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. Appreciate that, big bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Deacon305 out there, bro. In Miami. You heard? Real Jimmy Mack said, throw your hands, bruh. Throw your hands. Oh, yeah. You know, we love to let our hands go, man. We love to let our hands go. You feel me? Yo, OK Gusto, man. Y'all go follow OK Gusto on Instagram. Gusto been putting in a lot of work out there in the DMV area out there in Virginia. Gusto working on his skills, man. Gusto ready to turn, you know what I'm saying, his amateur career ready to turn. He's ready to turn professional very soon, bro. He's ready to get a couple of amateur fights under his belt. And Gusto going straight to the pros, man. And you already know, hey, Mr. Bill Haney said he looking for a heavyweight, Gusto. Bill Haney said he looking for a heavyweight, my boy. So, yeah, man, Gusto looking to be the first heavyweight on Devin Haney Promotions. On God. On God, bro. You dig? Oh, yeah, we ready. Are they talking about Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois about to jump off? Damn. That fight about to be soon. Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce coming up soon. That's going to be a hell of a fight. I got Daniel Dubois knocking him out. I think he like in New England. Ain't you in New England, Jimmy Mack? I think he in New England. It's something like that. But listen, they talking about Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce. Who y'all got? I got Dubois beating his ass. I got Daniel Dubois beating Joe Joyce's ass. Hit that like button right now if you haven't already, too. Hit that like button for your boy. You know what I'm talking about? You ready to turn up, bro? On the real. No capping. No capping. Yeah, I think he out there up in I think he around that area. Something like that. And we got the UFC jumping off tonight. And we got bare knuckle action. And you know what I'm saying? The bare knuckle shit jumping off. All of that good shit on God. Finna turn up, bro. You know what I'm talking about? This Saturday, we finna turn up, bro. Ain't no turning down, bro. I'm taking notes, man. You know what I'm saying? Every day I try to increase my knowledge in this great sport of boxing. You got to do film study, bro. That's how you find out who's the next great champion. You got this guy, Liam Williams, out here clout chasing the shit out of Demetrius Andrade. So I got to watch him and see if he really about that smoke. Or is he all cap like Gary Russell? You feel me? We got to find out what's this man angle. What your angle really is. You dig? And November 7th, Devin Haney versus Yorioka Gamboa. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss that fight for real. No cap. And we turned up on the regular, bro. That's what I can say. He said, I can't wait to see him fight. You know, 100. You already know, Deacon. Hey, you already know, Deacon. I can't wait to watch Devin fight, man. November 7th, bro. That's like less than a month away, bro. That's less than a month away. So that going to be lit. Haney versus Gamboa. Oh, that going to be on point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney going against a former two-time world champion and Olympic gold medalist. Gamboa got some of the fastest hands in the game. And he got one of the biggest hearts. He got one of the fastest hands, one of the biggest hearts, two-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist, and he'll fight anybody. Free smoke Gamboa, like my boy JFL say. Free smoke Gamboa. Shout out to JFL, bro. I haven't heard from JFL for a couple of days. I hope my boy JFL is doing good, man. I hope everybody is healthy out there, you know, during this pandemic. You know what I mean? We checking out these fights out here, man, in the UK. You know what I'm saying? On BT Sports, bro. Shout out to the Queen. Unique Dom said, okay, Gusto, sending you great warrior spirit on your future endeavors. Knock him out. She said, knock him out the box. Knock him out the box. You already know. Shout out to Unique Dawn. Unique Dawn always motivating me, you know, keeping me on the right path. And yeah, shout outs to my whole team. You know what I mean? What more can I say? Shout out to my whole team. Shout outs to Devin Haney Promotions. Shout outs to Devin Haney, the best fighter in the world. Shout outs to Bill Haney, you know, my OG, my big homie. Shout outs to Bill Haney, Josh P, Robert Brewster, the whole Devin Haney Promotions, Serafina, all the fighters, Amari Jones. Shout outs to Darren Cunningham, Shamar Canal, the whole squad, man. And that's how we rocking on this side. No capping. We getting ready for the main event and shit. Last night I was watching Muhammad Ali fight. To be honest with you, last night I was watching Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Terrell, and Ali was putting hands on him. Remember that fight? And yet, look, y'all remember that fight? Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Terrell. Ernie Terrell he kept calling Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay. And remember, that's the time Muhammad Ali, he changed his name to Muhammad Ali. So everybody was calling Muhammad Ali his real name, which was Muhammad Ali. Ernie Terrell was calling him Cassius Clay still. And you knew Muhammad Ali didn't like that shit, bro. Muhammad Ali, he didn't like it when people will still call him Cassius Clay. So I remember before the fight, it was like a press conference or something like that. And Muhammad Ali and Ernie Terrell was with each other. And Ernie Terrell called them Cassius Clay. And Muhammad Ali said, bro, what you call me? And Ernie Terrell said, I called you Cassius Clay. And Muhammad Ali slapped him. Man, Muhammad Ali bitch slapped him. Look, he called him at the press conference. He called Muhammad Ali. He called him Cassius Clay. And Muhammad Ali said, why you call me Cassius Clay when everybody in the world call me by my name, Muhammad Ali? He said, everybody call me Muhammad Ali. Even the white people call me Muhammad Ali. But you still calling me Cassius Clay. And Muhammad Ali said, you and Uncle Tom. He called him Uncle Tom. And then Muhammad Ali bitch slapped him. I'm talking about, nigga, he slapped the shit out of this dude, bro. Man, Muhammad Ali slapped the fuck out of Ernie Terrell. Slapped the fuck out of him. You know what I mean? He said, and then he said, when we in the ring, you gonna call me by my real name. You gonna call me by my name, Muhammad Ali. So when I was watching that fight last night, oh, bro. Look, man, I was watching that fight last night. Yo, Muhammad Ali was beating the shit out of him. Oh, my God. He was in the ring telling him, like, yo, what's my name? What's my name? In the ring while he whooping his ass. He was like, what's my name? Man, Muhammad Ali, bro, got to be the greatest fighter, bro. I mean, you got so many great fighters in boxing, man. So many great boxers. You got Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson, Bernard Hopkins. You know, so many great different fighters. Charlie Burley. You feel me? Charlie Burley was a great fighter. Pernell Whitaker, Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? Great fighters. Now you got Devin Haney coming up, carrying the torch of all the great legends I just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Now we got Devin Haney. You got great fighters, man. Roy Jones, Sugar Ray Leonard, Aaron Pryor. You know what I mean? Great fighters, bro. Great legends of the sport of boxing. And we still got great ones coming up like Devin. We got great ones of this era too, man. So one thing about it, bro, we had fighters like Andre Ward. Andre Ward was a great fighter. You know, legends, bro. Legends in the sport of boxing. Legends after legend after legend. You feel me? Now they saying Wilder versus Tyson Fury is canceled. Look, we got to get down to the bottom of this shit, man. We got to get down to the bottom of this shit if it take all night. Man, Muhammad Ali beat the shit out of Ernie Terrell. Man, he bitch slapped him. He slapped. Hey, look. Hey, DK 305, Muhammad Ali slapped the taste out of his mouth at the press conference. He said, "What'd you call me?" He bitch slapped him. Nigga slapped the fuck out of him. Oh, man, he slapped the fuck out of him. He said, Muhammad Ali told him, "I'm going to beat your ass." Hey, you funny as hell, DK 305. Muhammad Ali told him, "I'm going to beat your ass, boy, until you call me my name, Muhammad Ali." He said, and that's exactly what he did. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Oh, man, Muhammad Ali was the GOAT, bro. He used to pick the round he gonna knock somebody out in. Like, I'm gonna knock you out in round number 6. And he used to do it. Muhammad Ali used to pick the round he gonna knock somebody out in. And that's when he used to knock him out, bro, in that round. He did that he did that so many times where he picked the round he gonna knock somebody out in, and he did it. Nobody has ever done that before in the sport of boxing, bro. The man used to predict the round he gonna knock you out in, and he used to do it. Nobody was doing that. He used to do it all the time. Bro, he did that so many times, pick the round he gonna knock you out in and do it. Ali was the GOAT, bro. Man, hey, listen, Deacon 305, I was watching that press conference. Yo, he's called Muhammad Ali Cassius Clay. Muhammad Ali slapped the fuck out of him. Oh, my God, bro. You can hear the slap, bro. He slapped the shit out that man. Bro. Oh, God. Ali wasn't bullshitting, bro. You couldn't play those games with Ali, bro. You're going to have to pay the price. You know what I mean? Now you got Devin Haney coming up in the game, bro. I ain't gonna lie, when I watch Devin Haney, when I hear Devin Haney talk, when I watch him fight, he reminds me of all those great fighters I mentioned. He reminds me of the Floyd Mayweathers. He reminds me of the Sugar Ray Leonards. You know what I'm saying? Of the Roy Jones Jr.'s. All of those fighters, man. You know, Roy actually trained Floyd, bro. Roy Jones trained Devin Haney. That's what I'm trying to say. Roy Jones trained him. Then they saying it's canceled. Man, that's a bad look for Wilder. Wilder needs to find a way to make that fight happen, bro. No, hey, listen, I'm going to be real, bro. I don't want to see Wilder fight anybody else but Tyson Fury, dog. I'm going to be real with you. Let me type in this Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury shit. Let's type it in. Here we go. They said Deontay Wilder's team claims the third Tyson Fury fight has been abandoned. Dang, that's on Sky Sports. Y'all see this shit? They said I need to probably do a video on this shit. Ain't nobody talking. That was 3 hours ago. People probably talking about it already. If it was 3 hours ago, people talking about it. Fuck it, I ain't gonna talk about it. Dang, look at this shit. Wow. They saying Wilder versus Fury is canceled, dog. Y'all see this shit? Oh, that's a bad. Wilder need that fight. Fury got the belt. Fury don't need Wilder. Wilder needs Fury right now. He said Deontay Wilder's team claims third fight with Tyson Fury has been abandoned. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder off after Bronze Bomber contract expired. Damn. Oh, my God. Bro. That's a bad look, dog. That's a terrible look, bro. Wilder needs that fight, bro. Dang, so they saying Wilder versus Fury has been canceled. I might need to do a whole video about this shit. Should I? I don't know. I might do a video on this shit. That's crazy. Cory Lee Boxing. Cory Lee Boxing says ice season. Is that the real Cory Lee? Let me drop the link, Cory Lee. Come join the panel if that's really you. Because there be a lot of trolls coming around. So they said ice season. What up? What up? Is that the real Cory Lee Boxing? Shout out to, man, if that's the real Cory Lee Boxing, join the panel. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it popping. Shout out to all my people out there. Shout out to my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Fred from Barbershop Conversations. Shout out to my whole squad. You heard me? So they saying Wilder versus Fury has been abandoned, bro. So who the first one that told me that? Wilder need that fight, bro. Nobody. Hey, listen, we don't want to see Wilder fight. No, me. I don't want to see Wilder fight anybody else but Tyson Fury. He gonna have to try to make that fight happen, bro. He gonna need that rematch, bro. After that shit, damn, they say that shit is over with. That's it. Oh, bro, that's a bad look, bro. Danny the Great, what up, Danny the Great, my nigga? I'm just making sure that's the real Cory Lee Boxing. Making sure that's you, bro. I hope it ain't a troll. They be making troll accounts, bro. It'd be a lot of troll, you know what I'm saying? A lot of trolls popping up and shit. They talking about Wilder Fury got canceled. Hold on, bro. Let me drop some sounds. Gotta take this phone call, my nigga. I gotta take this phone call, my nigga. Let me take this phone call, my nigga. Hey, look, I used to bust down the P. I used to break down the P, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets. Listen up. On God. On God.
Just caught a bomb, no meals. Niggas try to shoot me, I'm here. You know I ain't lying, no symbol. Money ever bitches that simple. Bowls in the kitchen, no dishes. All about bread like Jiffy. Hustle with the weed, I'm tripping. Tryna got it for the low, let's get it.
Get in the guapo. Nigga, we pass it like Rondo. OJ in that Bronco. We smoking gelato. Smoking that gang. The bitch with the A. She ride like display. We counting the game. I fuck them, you love them. My nigga, I'm a hustler. Get cake like a muffin. Hotter than oven. Ace money got brands. Nigga, we popping the tans. Nigga, pull up in that chain. She in love with the swag. Thank God for the blessing. Blue sheets, sell it dressing. Juggy finessing. Fuck the second.
Don't shit stop a nigga like me, nigga. Nah, you never be fly as me, nigga. Nah, I used to put down a P, nigga. Yeah, just to run up me some G, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. Hey. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Hey. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it's blood on my Fendi buck. They get it, they get it, they get it. I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loading my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing. Rats all on me like I came out the bank. When we turned up, he just broke out a bank. Told my engineer don't calm it down. Toss it to Pluto to break it down. Back to back rolling up out of pound. Got some little gangs to come out the mouth. Shoot around me when I'm out of town. Soon as I hit him, it got around. Fuck all these niggas who doubted us. Bitch, I went 4 years without a fuck. I do not give a fuck, no nigga killing us. I know you broke, you ain't feeling us.
My life expensive, I live it up. These niggas witching, I give it up. Still the same shit, I can't switch it up. These niggas bitching, they switching up.
Gucci the lure, I switch it up. Rags, packs, switch it up. Run it up, run it up. Your life ain't worth shit but $100. Polo don't pull up without it. No limit, we bout it. Strong, got it, clouded. Niggas come through in the out it. Don't shit off a nigga like me, nigga. Nah, you never be fly as me, nigga. Nah, I used to put down a P, nigga. Just to run up me some G, nigga. Listen to me when I speak, nigga. I say you hope I'm a priest, nigga. Yeah, I'm a priest to the streets, nigga. Listen to me, we gon' eat, nigga. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Pull up and hop out that Fendi truck. Flex on these bitches with no muscle. You know it's blood on my Fendi buck. They get it, they get it, they get it. I look like I'm worth about $1 million. I'm loading my sweat through the ceiling. I got this shit off of drug dealing. content, you know what I'm talking about? Breeze work. Poppin' perk.
I'm whipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perk. Whipping the work. Whipping the work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk.
Say that I cannot behave. I whip the word like a slave. Bitch got my dick man like a fade. Call up base money get paid. We still want 200 for J's. All these ain't come out the store. And I just bought me a perk. I'm about to flex on the hoe. We put gelato on boats. We put gelato on planes. We put gelato in cars. We smoke this shit to the brain. I pop a perk and I elevate. Get a new bitch on the elevate. We hit the roads off in hella space. Drop it out, give me hella cake.
It's running the shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perk. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk. The money and power. I'm serving the powder. Smoking that sour. She sucked for an hour. My nigga got Z's. Ace Money got bands. She popping them Z's.
She fucking for cash.
Whipping it, whipping it up. I'm popping it purple. Nigga the purple. I'm fucking with Bono. Smoking gelato. Call it a show. Rap like the lotto. I'm whipping the work. Whipping the work. I'm popping the purple. Whipping the work. Sipping the purple. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the purple. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk.
Like content, you know what I'm talking about? Breeze work. Poppin' perk.
I'm whipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perk. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk.
Say that I cannot behave. I whip the word like a slave. Bitch got my dick man like a fade. Call up base money get paid. We still want 200 for J's. All these ain't come out the store. And I just bought me a perk. I'm about to flex on the hoe. We put gelato on boats. We put gelato on planes. We put gelato in cars. We smoke this shit to the brain. I pop a perk and I elevate. Get a new bitch on the elevate. We hit the roads up in hella states. Drop it out, give me hella cake.
It's running the shit. Working that wrist. Ballin' like Swiss. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick. I'm whipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the party. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Whipping it work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the park. The money and power. I'm serving the powder. Smoking that sour. She sucked for an hour. My nigga got Zans. Ace Money got bands. She popping them Zans. She fucking for cash. Whipping it, whipping it up. I'm popping it purple. Nigga the purple. I'm fucking with Cano. Smoking gelato. Calling it show. Rap like the lotto. I'm whipping the work. Whipping the work. I'm popping the perk. Whipping the work. Sipping the perk. Whipping the work. I'm whipping the work. Popping the perk. Whipping the work. Whipping the work. Whipping the work. Whipping the work. Whipping it working. Whipping it working. Whipping it work. Popping the perk.
Yo, what going on? I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. Had to take care of this business call. What y'all talking about? They going in. He said Snitch BX is scared of any type of confrontation. What up? Deacon 305. What's good? My bad. I had to take the business call. She said nothing like jamming to your own music. You already know. I put in work for those songs, man. I put in work. I put in that hard work in the studio dropping those tracks. Yo, so look, what y'all think about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, part 3? He said, for some reason, YouTube has not updated my new icon. It probably take a while. Sometimes it take a while, L dude. Anybody, any and everybody welcome to join the panel right now. You feel me? Anybody is welcome. Hey, listen, man. Getting ready for this main event of the evening. Look, later on tonight, we got the UFC jumping off. We got bare knuckle boxing. You know what I mean? We finna turn all the way up. Oh, God. Terrence Bailey Sr. Yo, what up, Terrence? Salute.
What's going on, bro?
Terrence, man, thanks for coming through. I got breaking news. They said Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 3 is canceled. I want to get your thoughts on that right away.
No, I haven't been watching any news this morning today. But damn, if that's true, I'd like to know why. But damn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, the whole boxing world can't believe this.
They say why?
They said Deontay Wilder's contract has been expired. That's what they're saying. The contract has been expired.
What contract? Promotional contract, managerial contract, or the contract, or the contract from the previous fight with the rematch clause?
I believe the contract for the fight has been canceled. I mean, it's been expired. So this is according to Sky Sports and plenty of other reports. A lot of reports putting this out there.
Sound like to me they doing it. That's the same as they did to Klitschko when Tyson Fury won the fight against Klitschko, and Klitschko never got his rematch. Sound like a redo to me.
I don't know, but this some people are saying now is do they go straight to AJ Fury? Do they go straight to Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury since they got Wilder out the picture? Damn, bro,
that's what they've been trying to do, though. That's what they've been trying to do. They were trying to do that the week after the fight back in February.
It's a bad look, man. Wilder needs to find a way to get in that ring, man. Wilder needs to find a way to get in that ring with Tyson Fury. Wilder needs to force this fight to happen. He needs this fight. Fury took the belt from him. Fury got the belt. Wilder needs to get in there. What's up, El Dude? Salute.
Hey, salute everybody. H Money on the panel. Yeah, I just saw the icon. I think it's just changed, right?
Yeah. I think you got Neverente.
Yeah, I bet El Jefe that if Ruben lost, I had to put Navarreta's icon for a whole week.
Oh yeah, that was from. Hey, listen, that was a bullshit ass card. Me and Terrence Bailey Sr., who's on the panel right now, we both had Vila winning that fight.
Yeah, bro. Hey, what's up with that news? You're talking about Deontay Wilder versus Fury canceled.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up. I'm about to pull up the article right now. That's the report that just got released 3 hours ago. This report just got released 3 hours ago. I think it's real, bro. I think it's real. Everybody's talking about it. Wilder versus Fury 3 has officially been canceled. I'm gonna read the article, man. This shit is crazy, but it's a fight that everybody wanted to see. Deontay Wilder needs this fight. Deontay Wilder needs this fight more than Tyson Fury does. Fury got the belts now. Fury doesn't need Wilder anymore. Fury, he took the belts. Fury got what he wanted. Wilder needs to get his belt back. Wilder needs this rematch, bro. So I'm about to pull up this.
It's time to turn up. It's definitely time to turn up now and force Fury to take that fight because he didn't win that fight on the up and up. So he can't be allowed to skate. I mean, it's time to really turn up. Put the pressure on Fury.
I hope it's just postponed.
Here go the article right here. This is Sky Sports. Sky Sports, official Sky Sports report right here. This is official, straight from Sky Sports. This is not a fake website. Here we go right here. Sky Sports. Hold on. They report that Deontay Wilder's team, saying according to Deontay Wilder's team, as you can see right here, Deontay Wilder's team claims third Tyson Fury fight has been abandoned. So Deontay Wilder's team, they deny it. So according to Sky Sports, they said Wilder's team denied. Hopefully we can get possibly Tay Jones on the panel. They said Deontay Wilder's team claims. They said they deny the claims that the fight is canceled. So that's good news to hear from Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, but coming from Sky Sports though, too, man. Coming from Sky Sports, man, you know what? They Wilder, Fury cheerleaders too. So I'm not inclined to believe a whole lot of what they say.
Maybe it's been postponed, like for a later date with the live gate or some shit.
Yeah, they said it was postponed, and then we had other reports saying now that the fight is canceled. So let me read it again. Deontay Wilder's team denied claims third Tyson Fury fight has been abandoned. Third Fury fight will be held in December, says Wilder's co-manager Shelly Finkel. And I believe that it's not December. They changed the date. So let's keep reading it. All right. Deontay Wilder is expected to face Tyson Fury in the third fight. Deontay Wilder's team have denied a media report that a third WBC heavyweight title. I think you got some background noise, Terrence Bailey Sr. I think you got some background.
I'm sorry, man. I'm talking to you and lifting weights too.
I got you. I'm gonna put you on mute. Keep lifting weights. I'm gonna put you on mute for a second. Let me read this report. Deontay Wilder's team have denied a media report that a third WBC heavyweight title fight against Tyson Fury has been abandoned. The American heavyweight lost his WBC belt to Fury in February, following the seventh round stoppage loss in Las Vegas. But Wilder is expected to receive a third fight with a date and venue is yet to be arranged. So they pretty much saying that the fight is in jeopardy of being, canceled. You know what I mean? They don't have a date or anything like that. So this is another report. This is all different reports. So Terrence Bailey, I'm gonna take you off mute right now. Terrence Bailey, there's different reports from different websites reporting this. From the Sun, This is from the Sun, Terrence Bailey Sr. So let me read this report. It said Tyson Fury. This shit is crazy, bro. Everybody needs to smoke, but he's just fight. So, according to the Sun, trilogy, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder off after Bronze Bomber contract expired, leaving door open for Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury's trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder has been canceled after the Bronze Bomber contractual right expired. Damn. I wonder if that your friend got to talk about this, bro. Hey,
that's crazy, right
Terrence
there.
Bailey, you might have to call Fred. Yeah, you might want to call Fred. Fred got to get up on this.
Fred just went off the air.
Damn. All right, this is another report. Talk Sport. This is another website. Talk Sport reports that. Let me see.
So it's
Talk
like a due date or something.
Yeah, I think they had a date on the contract because they saying it was a due date, I believe, where that due date has been expired. So let me keep reading it. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3 off. Anthony Joshua in line to face the Gypsy King 2021 at Wembley Stadium with Bronze Bomber rematch clause close to expiring. Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, I wonder if they could save it because of the COVID. You know what I mean?
Hey man,
this
look,
shit is crazy.
I think real talk. They playing with fire. The longer they put off this fight with Wilder, and the longer, you know what I'm saying, he's able to prepare and that anger and shit going to keep building up in him for that. You know what I'm saying, to get that get back. You know what I mean? I don't think it behooves the Fury camp to to extend or prolong or attempt to try to cancel or anything, because unless Tyson Fury retires, he's going to have to see D again, and that's going to be his ass.
Man, that shit is crazy, man. This shit is crazy, bro. Damn, bro. How? Listen, man. Wilder's team, bro. They should have been all over that shit, bro. You know what I mean? Where, you know what I'm saying? They would have been on. They got to be on top of the business side where this wouldn't happen. You feel me, Elder?
Man, I'm tripping out. I'm tripping out right now because I wanted that fight to go down.
You honestly think Team Wilder let a date that's put on a contract to expire? I don't believe that.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you got to be on top of the business so nothing like this will happen. That's all I'm saying, Terrence Bailey Sr.
I think they are. I think they are. I don't believe something like that will happen. I don't believe the camp would allow something like that. You know, allow something like that to happen. You sign a contract. You know what the date is on it. You know what I mean? I think if the date was coming up, you know what I'm saying, he would try to have it amended or something. But I'm not totally, you know, it's going to take more than this to get me to believe that this is really what happened, because you know how one reporter can report something and then everybody else pick it up and run with it, especially if they think it's in their best interest, whether it's true or not. You know, sometimes these cats will print stuff not on fact, but just try to be first, or you know what I mean, and get it all messed up. Look at what happened with Kobe. You know what I mean? When that stuff happened with Kobe and they rushed to get it on the air, half of them in the first 24 hours didn't even have the information right.
Someone when Kobe passed away?
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Kobe. Hopefully, we can get a confirmation from Team Wilder. We could get a statement from Shelly Finkel, one of Wilder's representatives, and they can speak on this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody got to talk about this stuff, man. You got these false reports. If it's false reports, if it's true, we want to know what's going on from Team Wilder. Hopefully, we can get Tay Jones to go to the barbershop.
Man, you know their phone ringing off the hook right now. You know their phone is ringing off the hook. I wouldn't even try to call Tay right now. Matter of fact, I wouldn't call him about, you know, saying about asking about this stuff anyway, because you know what I mean. I'm a fan. I'm staying in the fans' place. So, and I'm not media, so I'm not calling him. Not about, you know what I'm saying, not about this. But I'm pretty sure their phone is ringing off the hook right now.
Yeah, and we want some answers. You know, Wilder got some loyal fans that care about him, and we want to see this third fight. We just want to get an update. If, you know, maybe, like you said, this shit ain't true. Maybe they putting out false reports.
Yeah.
You think this had anything to do with Wilder firing? What's his name again? I'm sorry,
Mark Breland.
Breland. Yeah.
I don't think so. To be honest, I don't think so. With the contract being expired, I don't think it had anything to do with it. But you never know, bro. In the sport of boxing, what's going on? But I know one thing: this is a fight that Deontay Wilder needs. So whatever it takes to get Fury back in the ring, you know what I'm saying? Wilder needs Fury. Wilder needs Fury to get back in the ring so he can try to get his belt back.
And Fury needs Wilder too, because Fury's got to show that he's got to prove that so-called power that came out of nowhere was actually his.
But how about this though? For those that would say Fury took the belt from Wilder, he doesn't need Wilder anymore. He got the belt. Now Fury needs to go fight AJ. For those that say Wilder, he's not really relevant no more. There's no point of fighting Wilder.
People that say that are clowns.
Okay, I got you.
People that say that are clowns. You know what I'm saying? You want to dismiss Wilder off of one fight on questionable circumstances. Let's say Lomachenko had the same record as Wilder, and then and then he lost to Salido. Would Lomo be written off? Hell no. Hell no. They was, they call it a fluke. They called it. They would say they would do anything to try to justify, that this dude is still an all-time great. Blah 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 blah. And what's the difference between them two?
So for those, listen, for those, what about those that say, Wilder doesn't bring anything to the table right now? What does Fury gain from fighting Wilder? He doesn't have a belt. Well, Fury already took his belt. Some people feel like Fury beat Wilder in the first fight and the second fight.
Well, and now, the people think that they won the first fight are blind. Even Jack Reese said Fury didn't win the first fight. And then, they had a 3-fight deal before the first fight was even fought. So is Fury gonna do his typical gypsy stuff and try to gyp the brother? You know what I mean? It was set up as a trilogy before the first fight was fought. A lot of people don't know that. That was already that was already established. It was a trilogy fight.
Yeah, we deserve a trilogy. Deal. The fans deserve a trilogy for sure.
So if this third fight don't happen, whose fault is it then? If this third, because according to the reports, they saying that Deontay Wilder, his contract for this trilogy has been expired. So whose fault is it that this third fight doesn't happen? And who does it benefit? Does it benefit Wilder that Wilder has extra time to recover from that loss he took to Tyson Fury? Some people feel like Wilder shouldn't go straight to the trilogy. There was some people that feel like Wilder needed more time. Maybe Wilder takes a tune-up. Maybe Wilder now he gets extra time to get ready. You know what I mean? For a Fury. After taking a beating like that, some people feel like Wilder, you know what I'm saying, shouldn't get straight in the ring with a Tyson Fury. What do you think about that?
Man, I think it's not a good look to let Fury go fight somebody else. Look at what happened with Otto Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Everybody putting all this mess on Tyson Fury's shoulders that he's, saying that he's the greatest and all this other kind of stuff. They're making this dude out to be better than what he really is. So it's a risk to let this dude go fight somebody else, especially for the title, because when that title's in line, it needs to be against Deontay Wilder. So this dude go fighting a tune-up. You be sitting on your on the edge of your seat, hoping this dude don't get hurt, knocked out, or any type of way to cause him to lose that title. So no, it's not a good look. And as far as Deontay Wilder, I feel like the longer they let Deontay Wilder sit, it's gonna be worse for them.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. I think his advisors, meaning the PBC, is advising Deontay Wilder to possibly take a tune-up fight. They're more concerned about his health and him risking, to entertain. And of course, they love the warrior, the champ. You know what I mean? And we do too. You know what I mean? But it's also a sport where you have to risk, pretty much your life every time you get up in the ring, anyways. You know what I mean? And I think Deontay Wilder. That's the whole issue with Mark Breland. And if the advisors went to the training camp and asked the training camp personally if Wilder was ready and they hesitated, so to answer H Money's question, it'll be the management fault for not fulfilling that particular day. But at the end of the day, it's also Tyson Fury's fault if this fight don't go down. If Tyson Fury really wants this fight, and so does Deontay Wilder, it's up to them. At the end of the day, to say, nah, we're not fighting anybody else. We don't care that the contract expired. Put an extension. The fans deserve a trilogy. And it's basically up to Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder at the end of the day.
Well, if that's the case, if his team is advising Deontay not to take this third fight right away, people are going to say Wilder ducked this trilogy. Then you're going to have people going around saying Wilder, his team ducked Tyson Fury in that trilogy, bro. You know what I mean? People are going to say that. Yo, let me welcome the Brotherhood to the panel. Brotherhood, salute.
Hey, salute. Yeah, I agree with everything
Brotherhood.
He was saying. What's up? I agree with everything he was saying, bro. He's spot on. Just look at Tyson Fury career as a whole. Everybody yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, El Dude.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you look at Fury career, man, he done basically had what 4 or 5 rematches on the table. He had a rematch with Chisora, a rematch with McDermott, a rematch with Wilder. He was supposed to have a rematch with Klitschko. And a lot of people wouldn't mind seeing a Wilder rematch because that fight was controversial. So he never wins convincingly. So like Terrence Bailey said, it is a bad idea to let him go and fight somebody else and end up in a trilogy with somebody else. Again, this is what he does. You know what I'm saying?
So what if that somebody else is Anthony Joshua for the undisputed heavyweight championship?
That's the worst one.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, as a fan, I wouldn't mind seeing. But
that's undisputed. That's a big fight.
Yeah,
of course.
But he need to go through D to get that fight. Because look, let me tell you what's going to happen, or what's more than likely going to happen. If Fury is allowed to go fight Anthony Joshua, and let's say Anthony Joshua wins, they're going to freeze out Deontay Wilder, or they're going to attempt to. So that's not a good look. You can't allow that to happen. Because Anthony Joshua is a very live dog in that fight, and will probably beat Fury. And if he beats Fury, that's not good for Wilder. Because then they're going to try to freeze Wilder out.
If they try to freeze Wilder,
go ahead, El. Go ahead.
My bad, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you good. Go ahead, El Dog. Go ahead, El Dude. Go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, if they freeze out Deontay Wilder, they could try to do that, but Deontay Wilder's best shot was just to beat Pulev, or the winner of Pulev White. You know what I mean? And it become like the mandatory for the WBC. So, regardless, Deontay Wilder, if they try to freeze him out, he could always come back and fight the undisputed winner, or at least that WBC champion.
Man,
so he's not that far.
Hey, go ahead, brother. Because I got a comment for you. Go ahead, and I'm gonna read a comment to you. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say Fury basically already ducked the rematch the first time around when he was fighting Wilder and Schwartz. That rematch was supposed to be immediately, but he chose to do 2 tune-ups. So you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling with Fury, bro. You don't let him go off and wander around. You never know. He might end up on a coke binge. He might be in a war with somebody we ain't never heard of. Yeah, Terrence Bailey was spot on, bro.
So for those people like Macy Cartel that says Wilder is done, he's been hiding since he got beat. What do you say to that?
I mean, these the same type of people that say Tyson Fury beat Wilder twice already. That's the type of delusion these people got going on, bro. So I don't take people who say that seriously. How is you done after one loss? Like I keep saying, Terrence Bailey was spot on. It's the same stuff I be saying. Lomachenko lose, he ain't done. Everybody praising him for what he done after his first loss. Wilder take a loss, they don't even give him a chance to come back. They just automatically say he done. So these ain't logical people we dealing with. It's just hate, basically.
They're probably speaking from experience, and they probably lost once and that's it for them. They're like, yeah, that's life. Like, no, it ain't. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some.
Exactly. Yeah, I guess Dillian White were over.
Hey, y'all got. I got it. Go ahead, Terrence. Go ahead.
Y'all got to realize too, man, that mandatory versus top contender stuff, man. You know what I mean? You could be the mandatory, don't mean you're gonna get the fight. And y'all all know, Bob Arum. If Bob Arum is in the mix, Bob Arum's fighter is in the mix. Bob Arum do not like mandatories. You know what I'm saying? So, Wilder fighting to go become a mandatory for the WBC belt is not a guaranteed path. He would basically have to do the same thing to Fury that Fury did to him. Fury has a fight, Wilder go jump in the ring after the fight's over. You know what I'm saying? Do what Tarver did to Roy Jones. Show up at his press conference and cause a scene. The same thing that Anthony Joshua, what did he do? Put a restraining order or something against Wilder that Wilder couldn't get in the ring after his fight. You know what I'm saying? That old square soft crap. You know what I mean? Who puts a restraining order on another fighter who wants to get you in the ring and fight you, not fight you in the street, but get you in the ring and make millions of dollars? Who puts a restraining order against that person? Nah, nigga, get your ass in the ring. Come on, let's talk. Let's chop it up. Let's hype it up.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn paid Dillian White to come to the fight and try to start a fight with Wilder if he planned to get in the ring. So they had White working security.
Yo, and he would have probably got the Dominic Brazil treatment. He probably could have put D probably could have put his he probably could have put Marcellus on him, let Marcellus wax him in the venue.
Right. That I did.
Look, I can say this, man. Right now, Fury got the belt, bro. Right now, Fury got the WBC belt. He got that Ring magazine. Wilder needs Fury. Fury don't need Wilder right now, bro. Fury took what he wanted. Fury got what he wanted, bro. That's like Fury just robbed the plug. He just robbed the plug right now. You know what I'm saying? He feeling good. You know what I'm saying? Fury, he did what he had to do. He got the strap. Wilder needs Fury. Wilder needs to avenge that defeat, bro. Wilder needs to go get Fury back in the ring no matter what. No matter what. Listen, it's the truth. It's the truth, bro. Wilder had that WBC belt. That was his claim to fame. That WBC. Now he ain't got that shit no more. What? I know it's one loss, but he lost his strap right now. Wilder 30. He's turning 35 years old. He's coming off a knockout loss, not just a regular loss. Terrence Bailey's here. I'm talking about a knockout loss where you feel like he was cheated in that fight. You feel like he was cheated. Fury hit him with gloves with no padding. They were saying Wilder had a fracture in his skull. A fracture in his skull, bro. How does he come back from that, bro? That's why people say he might be finished. Because he got cheated. He could have died in that ring. He could have died in that motherfucking ring. How does he bounce back from taking a loss like that? That's what the people want to know. I'm just telling you what the other side is. It's two sides to every.
By all accounts, Wilder has all his faculties. He hasn't experienced no brain damage, no nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He just had to have surgery on an arm. That was about it. Which he's had. You know what I mean? He's had a history of getting surgery on the arm. I mean, I guess when you throw punches that hard, you know what I mean? You probably can't avoid injury. But at the same time, you said the WBC was his claim to fame. That right hand was his claim to fame, which got him to tie Muhammad Ali's record. Now, a man that makes that type of accomplishment, you can't just toss him to the side and say, "Hey, you done? You can't have this rematch." Wilder could not fight now and be Hall of Fame. Can Fury say the same thing?
Fury had every belt, bro.
So
every belt. Fury had every belt. He beat Wilder.
There's a lot.
Fury. I'm gonna tell you what Fury fans will say. Let me just tell you what Fury fans will say real quick. For Fury, the first man to beat Wilder, not only did he beat him, they gonna say he knocked Wilder out, and they gonna that's what they gonna say, that he knocked Wilder out, bro.
But they gonna say that and not tell the whole truth. They're not gonna talk about the glove. They're not gonna talk about the glove half off the hand. They're not gonna talk about the fact that Tyson Fury had a history of doing that in other fights. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna talk about all that stuff. All they're gonna talk about is some fanboy shit and not tell the truth about what really happened in the ring and be a real lover of the sport. You know what I'm saying? And be honest about the sport. You know what I mean? They're gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna be on his nuts. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like dingleberries hanging around his ass, just a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, just a bunch of fan folk. But if you a fan folk, if you a fanboy, that means that you don't tell the truth. You hang on one person, like some people would go to a Michael Jackson concert. When they see Michael Jackson get on stage, they bust out crying over a moonwalk. You crying over a moonwalk? You know what I'm saying? This is how these people is about Fury, and some of them it's only because they just don't like Deontay Wilder. Like they'll order fights because they know they probably gonna see another probably the knockout of the year. But it's the same way how people used to go to Muhammad Ali fights only to see him lose. Remember that old lady? She said, "I'm buying your fight." Ali said, "Thank you very much." She said, "Yeah, I want to be there when somebody beats your ass because you got a big mouth." And Ali said, "Why you say something like that to me? I never done nothing to you." But hey, she paid for that ticket.
Okay.
Regardless of what she there for, she paid for that ticket. People doing the same thing. It's the same thing going on with Wilder. But a lot of these mothers still buy the fight because you know what I'm saying. So you know, at the end of the day, man, it's dumb, really.
Okay, so I got a question for the Brotherhood. Do you feel in your heart that Tyson Fury cheated Deontay Wilder? Honest.
Man, I think the whole fight, honestly, just it looked like what a fixed fight looks like in my eyes. Like I compare it to the Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao fight. It felt like the whole athletic commission and the referee and everybody else above the fighters had to be, willing to let Fury do whatever the hell he wanted to do for them to win that fight and win the bets in Vegas. Because, it's all money talks, bro. When they want one certain fighter to win, then it's going to happen. They're going to do whatever it takes. The fight looked like it was a fix because they let Fury fight dirty. They let him headlock him about 30 times before they took a point. That hit him behind the head. That's all the makings of a fixed fight, bro. That's the same type of stuff Jeff Horn did to Pacquiao. We know, if any smart boxing fan know, that fight was fixed. They let Jeff Horn elbow Manny Pacquiao, headlock him. You know what I'm saying? It's always the same stuff in these fixed fights, bro. They let the fighter that they fixing it for do whatever the hell they want. Long story short.
It's also the referee has a lot to do with it, man, because Kenny Bayless, he allowed a lot of those overhand punches throughout his career to land for some reason. Because those overhand punches are kind of questionable. Like even when Floyd Mayweather is the A-side fighter, but when he faced McDonald landed a lot of those overhand punches. Kenny Bayless didn't say shit about him, right? And then if you just look at the recent fight with Cepeda and Barankovic, something like that, where there was like 8 knockdowns in that particular fight, there was a lot of punches similar that landed to the top. So I guess Kenny Bayless, he's like borderline where he's going to call to the top of the head or to the back of the head, but that's his style of refereeing, dude. So maybe Deontay Wilder shouldn't or should allow Kenny Bayless. I don't know. It's just I blame it on Kenny Bayless more than anything else.
I got this comment I want to read. Seymour says Wilder ain't smart at all to let the contract run out. Clearly, he wants no part of Tyson Fury. He will continue to be clown until he gets the belt back, which won't happen. So who wants to answer that? I told you this a Fury fan. Seymour in the chat. That's what they saying. Wilder ain't smart enough. He let the contract run out. He clearly wants no part of Fury. I want to get all right. I want to get Terrence Bailey everybody's thoughts on this because this is what the fans are going to say. Wilder ducked out the third fight. He let the contract run out.
Hey, let me just say this real short, bro. You don't negotiate a rematch clause if you plan on ducking the third match. I don't even think it's legal to skip over a rematch clause and then get away with it. He gonna have to fight Wilder at some point in time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, look.
I'm sorry, let me just say when Wilder's 35. So by the time they get in the ring again, Wilder might be 37. Fury's only 31 years old, 32. You know what I mean? So go ahead, Terrence.
Like I said before, when you said you're going to have the what Fury fans are going to say, I was like, yeah, they some clowns. You know what I mean? So until it's confirmed, and which you already read that the Wilder camp said that ain't nothing canceled. I don't believe for a second. How long Wilder been in this game? I don't believe for a second that he let a date go past on a contract and let a contract expire. I don't believe that. That for one. For two, you know what I'm saying? How about, man, look, let me tell you something. So just for everybody in the cheap seats. Fury cannot beat Wilder in a fair fight because he's going to get knocked out. He got to do something to extend his reach, which I think he already had to reach. He had to manipulate his gloves in order to extend his reach in order to keep Deontay out of his punch zone. But if he didn't do that, Wilder could get to him. He could touch him. And if they get into a fair fight where Wilder, where they wash them gloves, and think about this, it talks about the fix was in. WBC sponsored the gloves that Fury had on. Wilder was a champ, the WBC champ. Why they never sponsor no gloves for him? And then on top of that, it was Mexican style gloves that was rebranded. It was, you know what I'm saying, that in their original form was already deemed illegal in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So, man, stop all that Fury talk, man. The fix was in when Fury after the fight, Fury looked at Bob Arum and said, "We did it." What you mean we? What y'all do? You know what I'm saying? And Suleiman, don't even get me started on Suleiman, dude. Talk to me when there's a black franchise champion. So man, get out of here with that BS, man. Talking about Fury ass should be in jail for after that mess he pulled in that second fight, or banned, or face some type of suspension. But you know what? They wouldn't even initiate a daggone investigation. And then after Marcellus Wilder came out, the WBC then they want to talk to Wilder, and Wilder refused to talk to him. It's like you wouldn't do it up then. Why are you gonna come now after I got paperwork, doctor's reports, and all that kind of stuff showing that there was not a regulation boxing glove from the damage that he took. So man, look, y'all, open your eyes, read. Reading is fundamental. Get off the man nuts.
Y'all funny as fuck, man. This shit is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but look. So for the Brotherhood, I want to get your thoughts on. Let me pass it to Eldu real quick. So Eldu, what do you think about the comment now? Tyson Fury fans are saying Deontay Wilder is ducking the third fight. That's why he let the contract expire. So let me get your thoughts on that, Eldu.
Just to make it short and simple, they also got to take into consideration the COVID-19 thing, man. This venue's been closing down. You know what I mean? If there's issues with the venues, switching the contract around, meaning if the original contract included having seats filled versus no seats, then there is a somewhat of a contradiction to how that contract is actually going to be fulfilled. And so the negotiation has to be reconsidered. I mean, this is kind of like the same thing that's happening with Canelo. It has to go to some type of a mediation type of a overseeing decision before the fans can actually say who's ducking who. I think Wilder wants this fight. You know, he making changes like replacing or making changes in this corner. I mean, just says, "Oh man, this guy's is doing whatever it takes to get this fighter to win it." Because if he gives Fury more time, I think it would benefit Fury
more than anything else. Because if Fury goes and if you force him to fight right now, then you force Fury to fight a new Deontay Wilder, a new Deontay Wilder, a new team, a new set of maybe the problem is there was no spice. You know, you always hear there's spice in the gym. You know, recording the training, the camps, and if Tyson Fury is worried that Deontay Wilder's making changes and he can't really get in there because of the COVID-19, he can't get sent spice to the gym, see him spar, see him train, and that's also a strategic move. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking at it from all aspects because I'm a fan. I don't have the inside scoop. I'm just looking at it in my particular, you know, I just don't want in other words. You know?
Okay, try to fix your mic, L dude. It's just started doing it, but it probably be fixed. So we got another comment for Terrence Begley Sr. and the Brotherhood. I want to hear the Brotherhood respond to it. Okay, Seymour says, I'm sorry, but all the bias, excuses, and yes man behavior does no good for Wilder's reputation and makes him look weak. All these excuses ain't even come out of his own mouth, only from cheerleaders. What do you say to that, Brotherhood? For people that say that Wilder hasn't said anything about these allegations of cheating, Wilder hasn't came out and said Tyson Fury cheated himself.
You know, I'll play that game. Let's play that game, bro. We could play that all day. How do all of the excuses about Lomachenko first loss make him look? When people complaining about Salido being a few pounds overweight and him catching a few low blows in the fight and not being able to deal with those veteran tactics, does that make Lomachenko look bad? I'm gonna counter your question with a question since you coming with that type of rhetoric. Now let's see what you got.
H Money already proved that. H Money already proved it by that first leak he showed. Team Wilder saying the fight is on. As far as they're concerned, the fight is on.
Yeah, they did say that. Team Wilder has put out a response saying that the fight is still on, that the fight is still good. But there's other reports saying that
even if the fight was off, bro, the heavyweight division so thin at the top, bro. All Wilder got to do is one or two decent fights, and he right back in contention for another title. It's not that big of a deal, even if the fight didn't happen. But I'm not believing no fake news anyway. So I mean, we gonna have to hear it from the man himself.
All right, Seymour responds to say, "This Wilder business, not Loma." He's saying this has nothing to do with Loma.
You see, that's why I asked him. I wanted to see if he keep the same energy. So we already know he biased based on his response.
Yeah, but Brotherhood, do you think that it'd be a good idea for Wilder to, come out, do interviews, talk about the Fury fight, and if he has, I'm saying, if he feels like Tyson Fury did cheat and he was cheated in that fight, don't you think it'd be a good idea for Wilder to come out and say it instead of us constantly coming out here saying Fury cheated, but Wilder, he needs to do the same thing. That's what I think.
Nah, bro. Not if he want to. That's my point. People act like he want to duck the third fight. They act like he want to pull out, and you see the rhetoric that's being spoken at the moment. Like when they say the fight is off, people making up lies, acting like he pulled out the fight just now, bro. And that ain't even the case. So if he come out and say he think this happened or that happened, then that's just gonna ruin the fight. Tyson Fury and them just gonna dodge the fight, like, you know what I'm saying? Since you think we did this in the fight, you think we cheated or whatever, then we ain't gonna fight you again. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to ruin our reputation. So. But he obviously wants the fight. That's why he ain't talking about that, bro. He'd rather get his revenge in the ring, not spoken word.
How is it gonna ruin the fight? It ain't gonna ruin the fight. If you got a contract for the fight, it ain't gonna ruin anything. You know what I mean? I just gotta be real with you. I gotta be real. Like you did your part. You've been doing your part, putting out the videos, putting out you know what I'm saying, the information, the history of Tyson Fury cheating. Everybody has done it. Young Pharaoh done his job. But when is Wilder gonna come out and do his part? When is the promoters? When is the PBC gonna put out a statement saying Tyson Fury cheated and do it on, you know what I'm saying, they platforms, on a PBC network, on a when they gonna talk about this shit? Why we the only ones, the fans, talking about it, but you don't see Wilder or his team talking about this shit? That's what I'm saying.
But look at it this way, bro. If we had I'm just speaking allegedly, bro. If we had the Nevada State Athletic Commission plotting against Wilder, if we had the referees plotting against Wilder, Team Fury plotting against Wilder, whatever promotional company, Top Rank and Queensberry plotting against Wilder, we had all these people plotting against Wilder to make what we seen happen in the ring, and people suspected to be cheating or whatever. Then you think these same people ain't gonna find a way to, you know what I'm saying, make Wilder look bad again, or find a way out? It's basically 5 against 1. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, Wilder outnumbered. He better off getting his revenge in the ring, because if you got
where his team at? That's all I'm saying. Where is Wilder's team at? You know what I mean? Where is his promoter? Where is the PBC talking about this shit? Nobody. We the only ones talking about it. We the only ones talking about what happened to Wilder, bro. They need to talk about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? The PBC promoters, Leonard Ellerby, who promoted the fight, who was promoting Wilder during this fight, they need to come out and say something, dog. Because we aren't enough. The fans aren't enough, bro. You know what I mean?
You kind of did have. You did have. My bad to cut you off. You kind of did have Team Wilder speaking on it. I mean, you had Tate Jones speak about it, which is he close to Wilder team, and then you had Wilder brother talk about it.
Tate Jones is a fighter.
It's obviously not smart for. So is Deontay Wilder brother though. They both fighters, but it's obviously not smart.
What about Shelly Finkel? Shelly Finkel, the advisors, we talking about the managers, we talking about the members of the team, the real members of the team. Like I said, Tay Jones,
who knows?
He's a fighter. He's not a manager. He's not a manager. He's just a fighter. He's not a promoter.
Who knows, bro? It's a dirty game, bro. It's a dirty game. Like, who knows who all could have been in on it if it was a fixed fight, bro? It could have been Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman could have been in on it. They like, all right, Wilder ain't getting no better. He ain't selling no pay-per-views with this Luis Ortiz rematch. We cashing out on him. But do anything to make Fury win. We cashing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows, bro? It's boxing confusing, but I know it'd be stuff going on in the background that people scared to talk about. You know, I ain't scared to talk about anything conspiracy related. So
yeah, I gotta ask the real questions. I'm sorry, but my job, I gotta ask the real questions, bro. Go ahead, Terrence.
Yeah, everybody seemed to forget, or seem to forget about the fact that Tyson Fury's team at that time had one of the biggest gangsters in Europe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When you got the mob, you know, first of all, and I'm not, you know, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? The mob, he had a mob member that was part of Tyson's promotion team. Everything that the mob, anytime you got somebody that's a verified member of the mob involved in anything, you gotta look at it sideways, especially when the shit stinks. I don't hear nobody talking about that dude. What the hell's his name?
I forgot his name.
Yeah, the dude from Ireland. He was Irish, but he was hiding out in Dubai. And he's fucking one of the biggest cocaine and drugs runners in all of Europe.
Daniel Kinahan, that's his name.
Yeah, that's his name. I mean, you know, everybody forget about that. You don't hear no fan. You don't hear no Tyson cheerleaders talking about, you know what I'm saying, organized crime. And then on top of that, Tyson Fury comes from organized crime. His uncle went to prison for mob activity. Come on now, everybody got short memories. You know what I mean? That's why they call Americans dumb, because you talk about something and then give it a little bit of time, and everybody seems like it never happened. They just forget. Like, oh, that ain't got to do no. Oh, you remember this? Oh, I will shut the hell up.
And look, they try to call you crazy or call you a conspiracy theorist if you even mention something like that. But these same people got their own conspiracy theories when it comes to the first Wilder fight, and they say Fury was robbed in that fight. You know what I'm saying? They ass backwards, bro.
Fury was no. Check it out. Just like I said before. Before there was a judge panel to judge boxing matches, the ref was the judge. You know what I mean? Go back and look at the history of boxing. The ref was the only judge. And in this case, even though everybody was like, Jack Reed screwed up on the count or whatever, he did say that Tyson, that Deontay won that fight on activity and actual landed punches. The majority of that shit that Fury threw was blocked, or he just doing that and then celebrating after the round, which is psychological shit on the judges and on the fans. And then the judges have to stop being responding to the fans and watch the damn fight. You can go back. I challenge anybody. Go back and look at that fight and tell me that Tyson punches wasn't bouncing off of Wilder's gloves, and a lot of this stuff was a bunch of irky jerky stuff. Looked like he had a goddamn seizure.
Okay, all right. We got some people in the chat. They come in with pressure. See, you got the Chump Killer says that's cap. Stop the excuses. All right.
What part? Who's he talking to? Me or
I'm not sure. He just responded to what y'all saying. He said keep the pressure on Wilder and the brother. He said in the brotherhood we got to hear Wilder come out and talk. They saying we got to hear Wilder come out and say something. It's been 8 months though. It's been 8 months since that fight. I do agree Wilder does need to come out and say something, bro. I agree with that.
Come out and say something when he promoting the fight. I'm pretty sure Wilder will come out and say everything he got to say when it's time to promote the fight.
Why he can't come to the barbershop like all the other fighters do, like how Devin Haney did? It's been 8 months. He had long enough time to recover. Okay, Seymour says Tay Jones on the payroll. What you expect him to say? I'm going to just keep reading everything they said. He said, and Wilder team ain't do no research. They always slipping. Let's keep going. He said, what that got to do with Wilder getting himself knocked out?
What Fury balls taste like? Seymour.
Right.
Seymour Fury balls.
Hey, I just want to point something out, bro. Look at it this way. You know, Wilder is one of them fighters that not scared. He ain't scared to talk about what goes on in America as far as race goes. You know what I'm saying? So naturally, you gonna have a lot of fans that are racist fans, or just don't gravitate towards other races of boxers in general. Of course, they're gonna be against him, right? Now, let's look at the demographics, man. You got the majority of people in the U.S. are white folks, right? So if you got white Americans going against Wilder, you're going to hear a majority of people talk bad about Wilder and go against Wilder. It's only a small minority of people with him. And if you don't want to acknowledge that boxing is racist as hell, then it's going to go through one ear and out the other. So you're going to see a lot of hate on Wilder from a bunch of racist people. They ain't going to admit they racist, but they are, bro. So you got to take what these people say with a grain of salt. And you're going to see a bunch of people discrediting him.
Let me tell you how dumb it is. Though. You'll say people say about a fighter that say they always goes to always get decisions. Oh, they boring. They ain't got no power. They ain't got this. They ain't got that. Then you get somebody like Deontay Wilder or the dude from the Virgin Islands. What's his name? The Hulk. That knocking out everybody. Oh, they can't box. Take away their power. They can't do nothing. Like, which one is it? Which one do you want? You know what I'm saying? You want a boxer or you want a puncher? I mean, you want to be entertained or you want to complain? I mean, which one is it? Yo, if I was a fighter, man, I'd probably be worse than the Charlos. So you know what I'm saying? As far as getting at people, I'm probably like, man, look, what you want, man? What you know what I'm saying? What you want? Why you riding? You say, well, why you riding me like that? You know what I mean? If I don't knock nobody out, you'll say I'm born. I knock people out, I can't box. How about you come to the gym, you train, you turn professional, and shut the hell up. Show us how it's done. If you know so much, show us how it's done.
Okay, let me step in real quick. We got another comment from Silves, who's in everybody's chat, from Blue Bloods, Fred's. He got a wrench. He got a wrench on Blue Bloods channel. He said Wilder versus Fury trilogy fight is over. Wilder didn't want it. It's in somebody else. So then Seymour says, Terrence Bailey Sr., I believe this comment is directed towards you. He says childish and biased responses. That's what he said, because you said he was on Fury's nuts, and he said you're being childish, and that was his response. It's getting heated, man.
Give me a lollipop and a pacifier then, because I'll be
that. We're all entitled to our opinion, man. You know what I mean? I believe this trilogy is more than alive. We deserve it. You know what I mean? Both fighters, I believe, want it, despite what the management or advising is saying. But I do want to thank you, H-Money, for inviting me in and letting me speak my point, and to Terrence and the Brotherhood. Salute to all you brothers. You know what I mean? And I'll get you guys in the next round because I gotta get going. But thank you very much. I'll be on the chat listening in too. Thank you.
I appreciate that, L Dude, man. Y'all go subscribe to L Dude's channel, man. Appreciate it, L. And man, your boy fought a good fight last night, man. Ruben Vila, I thought he had a great performance. I thought it was a close fight, man. But I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go on mute for a while because I'm about to pick my wife up.
For sure. Right now, Tyson Fury cousin is fighting right here. What's his name? Nathan Gorman. Nathan Gorman. This is Tyson Fury's cousin. He's going against an African brother. I believe these are two opponents that were knocked out by Daniel Dubois. So both of these guys got knocked out by Daniel Dubois, and now they fighting each other. You know what I mean? I just feel like Wilder should come out and speak on what happened. Speak on the fight. If he felt like Fury cheated him, it's about time Wilder he said something. Terrence Bailey Sr., you did your part. The Brotherhood, you said what you had to say. We've been talking about this for months. We could go around calling Tyson Fury a cheater every day, but Wilder needs to come out. He needs to talk about it. I remember Tay Jones said they had documents from the doctor showing that Fury cheated in the fight. We still haven't seen the documents. The fans, they ready to see it. We've been talking about it for long enough. Now it's time that we got to see it, man. You know what I mean? Just being real with the situation. I hope that the third fight happens. I'm going to be honest. Wilder needs that third fight way more than Tyson Fury. Fury got the belt. Fury already got the win. Wilder needs the rematch to get his revenge. He needs to go get his get back, Terrence. That's what it is.
I feel like this. Fury's win and title is on paper. Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing that Lennox Lewis said to Evander Holyfield. That's my belt. It just stays at your house for now.
Right, Paul Williams beat Erslandy Laura on paper, but we all really know the truth.
And some of these promoters and stuff like that, man. I think they got too much power. It's like I saw a report today that the Crawford Brook fight is banned in the UK because the promoter because the deal was done between Kell Brook and his father and Team Crawford, and Kell Brook's promoter was left out of it. So Sky Sports, none of them will air the fight. So that fight's in jeopardy because somebody's butthurt. So what I mean, some of these cats got too much power over a fighter's career. And I'm not saying this guy, that any of that is involved with the Tyson Fury stuff. But again, if Team Wilder is saying that it's not true, then as far as I'm concerned, it's not true. Because not all these publications or writers can be trusted. Who was the writer that said that said that Deontay Wilder said that the suit was too heavy, but ain't nobody got a sound bite or a clip of him saying it. One person said that, and they ran with it, and they got a bunch of memes on instant media or whatever, on social media, and nobody's got a sound bite or anything.
Text message from Iona.
Nobody's got a sound bite or anything of Wilder saying that. Where's the proof? There's no proof. But just because somebody writes something down, you know what I mean? It's got to be the gospel. If you don't write, if you're a reporter, and you ain't got nothing catchy to write, guess what? Your career don't last long. If ain't nobody reading your shit, your stuff don't last long. You don't last long. Remember that. Whether it's true or not.
For real, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. When you got 80% majority going against you, then it don't. I'm saying you're gonna hear the lie more than you hear the truth.
A lie travels faster than the truth, man. That's a fact. Bad news travels faster than good news. You know what I mean? That's when especially when it comes to business. You don't want nobody putting bad reviews about you on online and this, that, and the other, because that news will travel faster than the good service you give, or the money you make for your people. Bad news travels faster than good news. Now, what they gonna say? What they gonna say? The rematch pop off and Fury gets knocked out in the second round. Then what they gonna say?
It's gonna be a narrative. Fury was aging. He ain't in his prime. Who knows? They'll make up.
Fury's back on that booger sugar. Hey, hold on a second. Hey, what's going on, Uncle Wayne? Turns. Nothing much, man. How you doing? No, I had this truck for a year and a half, man. I had this truck for a year and a half. Not the same one? Yeah, same truck. It's just clean.
Fury cousin fighting right now.
All right.
They got Tyson Fury cousin fighting right here.
That boy Gorman built like Tyson Fury before the weight loss.
Yeah, Nathan Gorman. He cool. He ain't that good though, bro. He's not that good. I don't think Tyson Fury's that good, to be honest, man. I can't believe that, man. I couldn't believe Wilder got beat like that by Fury, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's just fucked me up, man.
Sorry. What up, H Money brother? How you doing, sir?
What up, D Hodges? Salute.
Oh man, I watched that clip of you on Reggie's show about the damn prostitute, about the crackhead.
Man, see, man, I realized after I said it and I woke up sober, I was like, oh my God. I was super drunk, dog. I let out all my business, dude. I was letting, but
that mess was funny.
I think I got bad fans. I think I got more fans now, though, because everybody was making comments in the comments. But point in time, you're late night trapping. Know what I'm saying? And she's pretty enough, and y'all trapping all nighter, and you want to go do the 1-2. And it was so cheap for $20. I get a blowjob and get some, and I ain't have to take her to dinner. I ain't have to buy nothing or nothing. It was just a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Give her. It was beautiful, though. See, I would not, people was thinking that I didn't know. You wouldn't even know. If I showed you, if I had pictures of them and I sent them to you, you wouldn't even know they did it. And I didn't want to do it at first, the first time I did it. But then my friend was like, hey, yo, man, she fine, man, I'll smash. And bye-bye. He told me.
Hey, let's keep it boxing though, D Hodges, bro.
No, real quick, no.
I'm just saying, bro. We talking about boxing, bro. You ain't talking about niggas.
2 seconds.
Like that.
He told me that her mouth smoked.
Hey, come on, man. We talking about boxing, bro. Listen, bro. We don't want to hear that, bro. We're talking about boxing, bro.
We get your drift, bro. We get your drift, bro.
Yeah, we get your drift, bro. We talking about boxing, though, dog. It's a boxing channel, bro.
What division? What division is he in? That was my question. It's just Terry Bailey made me remember it. I forgot.
Yeah, I got you. Well, we talking about the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury thing right now because
I was saying, what division is Fury's cousin? The guy that's
heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
The
Okay.
Daniel Dubois knocked him out a couple fights ago.
Oh, damn.
Once I realized
All right, back to the Fury thing. I'm sorry. It's just Terrence Bentley. He brought it up. I'm sorry. But yeah, but at the end of the day, it's gotta happen.
Yo, hold up, D Hodges. Go ahead, brotherhood.
No, I was just saying we get what he talking about. That truth serum had you saying whatever, bro. So we understand. It's all good.
I just hope people don't have a different assumption of me. That's the way I am. I speak my mind.
Yeah,
I don't
nobody. Yeah. Terrence just mentioned he's being funny, but nobody was even talking about it. I don't think nobody knows about that. That ain't none of my business. That's what you do in your spare time. I'm only here to talk boxing on this channel, bro. I don't be talking about niggas' sex life and all y'all do that wherever y'all do that at. But we ain't doing that over here, bro.
My
I'm
fault, bro. My fault.
I'm not interested in that, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But what I want to talk about is what you think about the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight is rumored to be canceled. What you think about that, D Hodges? What we were talking about.
Oh, if they cancel it, shoot, if they cancel it, boxing's in trouble. Real talk, man. We gotta see this third fight. This is one fight that has to happen. Nobody ain't gonna settle with it not happening. I'm pretty sure people probably go out there with picket signs. We want Fury Wilder. We want Fury Wilder. Believe me, I don't think the people and the fans is gonna let that go down. It might be postponed, but it gotta happen because then we have no distinction. Unless he fights AJ next for undisputed or whatever, then oh well. But other than that, I feel that fight needs to happen. But like I told you, it's about the promoter.
You don't win that first fight, Wilder or Fury?
He slept him. He slept him, dude. When that dude, and I'm gonna bring up the one the fight just happened. When that Chinese dude when Chinese dude Brandon Lee knocked that dude out on that Conwell undercard, he didn't get no count. I watched mad people get slapped. Once you get slapped and you're completely flat, the referee don't even give you no 10 count. How do Fury get a 10 count? He was slapped. He flatlined him. If you're laid with your arms spread out and your legs spread out and your eyes are closed, you're not even supposed to get a count. But they still gave him a count. And that's crazy because anybody else I watched, they didn't give Stavron a count in a while to stop them.
I'm saying, who you thought won the boxing match?
But think about it. They didn't give
my question is, who you thought won the boxing match? Because you're saying
no. Fury definitely won the boxing match.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you thought Fury outboxed Wilder in that first fight? Yes or no?
Oh yeah, no, he completely outclassed him. He looked like the dude.
I said, lower your voice.
All right, well you think over and I'll take the stairs. Oh, talk to me. Stop hating. It's my father, dog. He's about to go outside. He gets mad when I start because he feels I talk to y'all more than I
keep cooking, keep going.
But yeah, I'm just saying at the end of the day, like everybody else that got swapped like that didn't even get a count. How did he get a count? But Fury was outboxing him. But Brazil was outboxing him, but then he got stopped. Everybody was outboxing Wilder, and he just had that equalizer that stopped all that outboxing him. And he even did it with Fury, and Fury was piecing him up the whole fight. He was herky-jerky, jabbing. Like, Fury looked like one of them little lightweights, don't say it so. Oh, I agree. He definitely won the boxing match, but I disagree.
So you had Fury winning the fight. When the fight was over and they went to the scorecard, who you thought won that fight?
I thought it was a draw because Wilder got 2 knockdowns. The other dude, Navarrete got 2 knockdowns and got the win. But the other dude, Villa, was doing well. Last night, Villa, he was doing well against Navarrete. But since Navarrete got them 2 knockdowns, that's why he lost. If Navarrete wouldn't have got them 2 knockdowns, Villa would have definitely won. Same thing.
Actually, you ask a Fury fan, though, they'll say Wilder only won those 2 rounds where he knocked Fury down in. It's a total lie. He he won at least 5-6 rounds, bro. And people refuse to see that because I don't know, they fall in love with that herky jerky movement of Fury when he wasn't even throwing no punches for real. He only landed a few more punches than Wilder. He won every round. You could land 90 punches in one round. You know what I'm saying? So the punch count at the end of the fight don't really tell you won every round.
I won't be in your conversation. Oh, yeah.
Somebody go look up the ConcuBox from Tyson Fury 1. If I remember, there was a difference of maybe 15 punches, but Wilder had 2 knockdowns. So how do if you're going by punch count, and then you got 2 10-8 rounds? Okay, how did Fury win that fight?
I'll be right back. Give me about 10 minutes. Hold up. Give me 10 minutes. I'll be right back. Y'all take over the pen. I'll be right back.
Look, he only won in the eyes.
Well, I got to get my couple of dollars out my pocket.
Hey, you got a lot of background noise, D. Hodges. Put a Brotherhood, Terrence Bailey will take over the panel. Hey, D. Hodges, I'll be right back. D. Hodges, you got a lot of background noise.
You didn't get.
Yeah, I just want somebody to go look up that ConcuBox, man.
I'll be right back though. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at CompuBox right now. Tyson Fury landed 84 punches total. Wilder landed 71 punches total.
Okay, tell me how Tyson. And then there's 2 knockdowns, 2 10-8 rounds. Tell me how Tyson Fury won that fight.
That's first of all, that's not what an outclassing look like.
No, not at all.
That's not on the stats. And second of all, it looked like most of the punches Fury landed was like jabs, and you know what I'm saying? Like I think people was too caught up in his movement and thinking he outclassed Wilder because he was taunting him the whole fight rather than actually doing something with his hands. You know what I'm saying?
It was showmanship. He won on basic showmanship. He did not win on fighting. He lost on fighting. He won on showmanship. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's not hating or nothing like that, man. Those are the facts, man. Because you know what? Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm a fan. You know what I mean? And I like to see a good fight. I like to see people, you know, say the person who deserves to win get the win. You know what I mean? Just like last night, I never even heard of Villa or the other dude, but I think Villa did enough to win or at least get a draw. And then you look at the post fight, how you know on ESPN and everything, how they talked about what's the name of Navarrete or something. They talked, you know, saying like this dude was all this, man. That dude didn't look all that great, man. He was slow, he was wild, he was fatigued.
Kill me, bro. Like Navarrete, he looked wild as hell. He unorthodox, and you know what I'm saying. He throwing punches I ain't ever seen before. Like, bro, when Wilder do the same thing, bro, they call it bad boxing. They call it bad technique. When somebody else do it, they call it awkward. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, bro. I don't understand people.
They call him windmill Wilder.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. They call it a windmill when Wilder throw some wild stuff over the top or whatever. But anybody else do it, it's awkward, it's angles, and you know what I'm saying? They got a different word for it all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's a different word for it depending on who it is. If it's somebody they want to promote or somebody, you know what I'm saying, they want to get rid of. You know what I mean? So, man, like I said, man, all that mess is clown activity, man. It's clown activity.
Yeah, but this fight was super close, and I had Wilder winning a lot of the early rounds in that first fight. So I don't see how people could sit up and say that he got outclassed when Fury only landed 13 more punches.
And got
right. Exactly. And it was like 4 or 5 rounds I'm looking at where Wilder landed equal or more jabs.
Keep talking, man. I got to step out of my truck and pump some gas.
Yeah, but round 4, Wilder and Fury landed 4 jabs. Round 7, Wilder landed more jabs. Round 8, they landed equal jabs. Round 12, Wilder landed more jabs. So, I mean, you ask these people, they would just sit up here and say he got outboxed. Fury landed the jab more, better defense, and all this extra stuff. Like, if you ask me, the person, if somebody had better defense than Wilder, then how the hell are they ending up on the ground twice and Wilder didn't get dropped once? How do you school somebody but you got laid out twice? I ain't never heard of no shit like that. You say 8-6 Navarrete because of the knockdowns, chump killer. That's the same. Wait, hold on. First of all, how you get 8-6 in a 12-round fight? That's how I know you a casual. And you just exposed yourself, sir. You just exposed yourself, sir. You had an 8-6, huh? What the hell was you watching? The NBA? The person that had the best view in the whole venue, which is Jack Reese, he said Wilder easily won the first fight. Let y'all tell it. Though. Wilder lost every round except 2. The 2 knockdown rounds.
No. I know, because I can't lie. Like Tyson Fury did a good boxing. He did a good boxing class. But like I said, at the end of the day, he shouldn't. My problem is he should. My problem is he shouldn't even got a count. He shouldn't even got a count.
Yeah, but bro, what makes Fury?
Because Ortiz was winning all 11 rounds. Ortiz was outboxing him. If he didn't knock Ortiz out, Ortiz won that fight. He outboxed him, but Wilder just stopped him.
What made it a master class and a schooling from Fury? Is it just because he looked like he knew how to box, or did he actually show up and outbox him? Like, I feel like y'all getting caught up with what shit looked like. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Fury got better head movement.
And you know I'm not biased. It's the point Wilder couldn't hardly, like, who goes by box count. Box count really don't know. I see a bunch of punches playing that boxing don't count. They can't count every single punch.
Bro. If Wilder had Fury's technique and his approach to, bro, then people would have said Wilder did better. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, one guy is moving his head and being all herky jerky. The other guy is stiff and throwing 1, 2, 3s and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference, bro. It ain't what they actually saw. It ain't what actually happened that people are confused about when it comes to the scoring. It's just what they seeing. Like, they see one guy that look like he know how to box and the other guy that don't look like he know how. But at the end of the day, when it come to punches landed, it wasn't no big difference. And when it comes to knockdowns, it was a big difference, 2-0. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it's the aesthetics that get people on Fury's side rather than what actually happens in the ring. Like,
and I'm not on Fury's side.
I know. I'm not saying I'm talking about the majority, and we all know that was a long ass count, bro. I ain't
counted out. His eyes were closed. He was snow angeled. When people get knocked out, Brazil didn't get no count. Sever didn't get no count. I can sit up there and name boxers. Once they got knocked out like that, they didn't even get a count. How the Fury miraculously get a count?
Facts. Look at Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin, bro. This man hit him in the back of the head, and he fell into the ropes, and they called the fight off instantly. how you gonna call a fight off like that? And that was in the UK. I gotta say that because you know they be calling fights off with the quickness, but he get hit in the back of the head. They call the fight off as soon as he hit the ropes, bro. But you got somebody that's laying on the ground flat on their back, eyes closed, and you counting.
Oh yeah, but you know that's the only thing about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Is like I mean, everybody I watch get starts with their eyes closed. They never got a count. I think Fury is the first fighter out of all my years of boxing that got knocked out like that, and they got a count. The referee don't even count if it was anybody else. The referee wouldn't have counted. They didn't count for Brazil. They didn't count for Severn. They didn't count for everybody else he knocked out. Once they were sleeping, they just waved the fight off. But how miraculously Tyson Fury gets a count. So that's just my only pet peeve with the fight.
Yeah, man. Leave it, like I say, leave it to Fury fans. They say this man got up and won the rest of the round. Now listen to what I just said. How you get up off the ground after get knocked down and win the rest of the round? How do you win the rest of a round? When you get knocked down, you down 2 points. Don't knock the other person down.
No, but in boxing, not this
the
fight.
other person down and you still ain't won shit.
Not in this fight. But sometimes if you're winning a round and you get knocked down, sometimes they call it a 9-9 round because you was winning. It was 10-9, but now they got to take a point away.
That's what I'm trying to say. Even if it was 9-9, that's still not winning a round. It's a tie. There's no way in hell.
That's why we all saying. That's why we all saying it should at least been a draw. He shouldn't have an L. That's the whole big disagreement. It shouldn't be an L. At least the worst, it should be a draw.
I feel you, bro.
It should have been a win because Fury's eyes was closed. He was talking to God for a minute saying, please, God, can you help me get back up off my feet, please? I don't know what this guy done hit me with, but he got me laying here motionless. And so, no. But hopefully the third fight happened and we'll figure it out. But in my opinion, like I said, like he should have. This should have at least been a draw, at least.
Yeah, if you ask me, bro, second knockdown should have still win. People wasn't giving him credit for the early rounds he was winning in the first place. He actually outboxed Fury based on Fury's fear, bro. Fury was scared to throw punches, so Wilder was landing.
Yeah, I could have been way there and back now. I told him he wasn't coming for a while.
He was coming forward, bro. Like, how do we score fights? Effective aggression, ring generalship, fence, and everything like that. Wilder was the one who was being aggressive the whole fight. The only thing Fury won when it comes to scoring was the defense, if you ask me. And still, that wasn't a big difference because he only landed all of that herky-jerky movement and stuff. He still only landed Wilder by 13 punches. So, how good was your defense really? Like, I just don't see how he won that fight.
And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? If Wilder wasn't the one coming forward in the first fight, then why did Tyson Fury said he was making it a point to come forward himself and try to walk Wilder down in the second fight? And everybody said, you know what? If he do that, he's gonna get knocked out because he's gonna get caught. Nobody realized that this dude, when he said when he said he was sticking his hands in gasoline, you know what I'm saying, to make him tougher, and then the being sponsored gloves by WBC. See, that's what made him able to come forward because he's basically bare knuckle punching. You know what I mean? And it's not a bare knuckle sport, just like Mayweather said with the Madonna. This is not a bare knuckle sport.
Yeah, it seemed like that was a metaphor or something, if you ask me. I've been not paying attention to this Gorman versus Larte fight, but I'm pretty sure they got Gorman up on the cards since it's Frank Warren fight.
Hey,
They better
Tyson
check
Fury.
women's gloves.
I'm sorry, Tyson Fury cousin ain't shit, yo.
He looked bad to me, bro. Like I stopped paying attention when they gave him the first 3 rounds, bro. I'm like, where? What is he doing?
They gonna give him the win though. They gonna give him the win as long as you know what I'm saying. As long as it's close, they still invested a lot of money in this guy because that's Tyson Fury's cousin. They're trying to build him up. They trying to build, even though he got knocked out by Daniel Dubois. Dubois knocked him out.
It ain't got to be close, man. You know what I mean? We've seen robberies. You know what I'm saying? Obvious robberies, dude. It ain't got to be close. Look, remember the Rolly fight? It ain't got to be close.
Yeah. You're right.
That dude gonna need to knock him out. That way, there's no disputing it.
Shit got worse, bro. It got worse in the sport of boxing with all these damn robberies, bro. It got worse. They gotta fix this shit. They gotta fix it, bro. But I want to switch it up real quick. I know we've been on a Wilder Fury topic. That's a hot ass topic. Everybody loves to talk about that. But the guy on his main event, his name is Liam Williams. He's been talking a lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade. He's a middleweight. He got 2 losses on his record, but he's been clout chasing Demetrius Andrade for about a year now. I think about a year and a half of clout chasing Demetrius Andrade, and he wants to fight Andrade. He's been calling him out, and that's why I'm watching this fight. I want to scout this kid, man. I think Demetrius Andrade is one of the best boxers in the world. He got some of the most skills in boxing. I think Andrade's the best middleweight in the world right now. You know what I mean? I think he's a better fighter than Jamal Charlo. I feel like Charlo's been avoiding this fight. Hopefully we can see an Andrade versus Charlo. But this guy who's on the main card, on the main event tonight, Liam Williams, has been calling out Demetrius Andrade, saying he's going to knock him out and all type of shit. He lost to Liam. I think he lost to Liam Smith twice, too. This guy, Liam Williams, lost to Liam Smith twice. And Liam Smith ain't shit. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I believe Williams is Andrade's mandatory, and he knocked out an opponent that Andrade failed to knock out, Alantez Fox. So that's kind of the fight.
Yeah, you know, Styles makes fights. It happened plenty of times where, you know, I believe Floyd Mayweather won 12 rounds with Miguel Cotto, and Manny Pacquiao stopped Cotto. You know what I mean? We know what happened when Mayweather fought against Pacquiao. Mayweather gave him a boxing lesson. So shit like that happens in the sport of boxing. Styles makes fights. I feel like Andrade will crush this guy. Liam Williams, destroy him. And when Andrade beats the shit out of him, will they give Andrade his credit, bro? That's what I'm saying. Or they're going to say, oh, Liam Williams was a bum. You know what I mean? Liam Williams was a bum, and he got beat by Liam Smith twice. Liam Smith ain't shit. Isn't Liam Smith the guy that Canelo knocked out? The guy that Jaime Munguia beat? Isn't that Liam Smith? If I'm not mistaken, let me make sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure him, but I thought that fight was close.
Which fight? The one with Liam Smith and Liam Williams?
I thought the fight with Liam Smith and Jaime Munguia was close.
Jaime was putting it on him, though. Jaime was putting it on him. I seen the highlight. It was close in the beginning, but I think Jaime started pulling away, landed some big shots. Did Jaime stop him? Yeah, he lost to old ass Liam Smith. Are you serious? He lost to old. Well, Liam Smith 32. He ain't that old. He just look old.
One thing about Miguel Cotto, though, he never lost to no bums. That dude, Miguel Cotto's punch selection was ridiculous, though. I was always impressed with his punch selection.
Yeah, Munguia didn't knock out Liam Smith. He beat him by unanimous decision. No, so they fought twice. Liam Williams, his first fight. Let me see. Did he stop him? I'm not sure if he stopped him, but Liam Smith.
I think it was the fight was stopped on a disqualification or a headbutt or something like that. So they had a rematch.
Okay, I got you. Let me go check it out real quick. But yeah, man, this guy been calling out Andrade nonstop leading up to this fight. He's been talking a lot of shit about Demetrius Andrade, man, a whole lot. So yeah, it said a cut. It was a cut. So the fight was stopped by a cut, and then they did a rematch, and Liam Smith outboxed him easily. So if you're losing to Liam Smith, and what you think Andrade gonna do to you? Andrade gonna beat the shit out of this dude. 22 wins, 17 knockouts for Liam Williams. Clout chasing Demetrius Andrade. And when Andrade whoop his ass, and Andrade ain't gonna get no credit for beating him. They're gonna say, oh, Andrade beat a bum. This guy was a bum. You know what I mean?
Use him for a tune-up to shut his mouth up. You know what I'm saying? Use him for a glorified sparring session and just beat dog shit out of him. And then whole time, you know what I'm saying? Say, what's my name? What's my name? You know what I mean? That's what you do. That's what you do to them type of guys, man. Use them as a tune-up. Just you know what I'm saying, just to shut them up.
I know, huh? You know, he's been making a lot of noise calling his name out. Andrade. You know who I want Andrade to fight? I think it'll be a good fight. Of course, I want Andrade to fight Charlo first. Jamal Charlo. But if we can't get Charlo, you know what I mean? I think Chris Eubanks Jr. Andrade should steal a possible Charlo opponent. The PBC might try to save Chris Eubanks Jr. for Jamal Charlo, though. Because, you know, Eubanks, I think he's on PBC. They might try to save him for Charlo. But if Andrade could still his possible opponent, that'd be nice for Andrade, though. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea because Charlo stole Canelo potential opponent and Derevyanchenko. So
yeah, that's what you need. And Andrade needs to fight very soon, bro. I don't think he has a date yet. I want to see Andrade back in the ring. I think Andrade one of the best boxers in the world, possibly in my top 5 pound for pound. Right now, look at my top 5. I got Earl Spence, not in any order. I got Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Canelo, Lomachenko, Devin Haney, Demetrius Andrade. So Andrade is my top 6. You know what I mean? He's my top 6 for sure. Skill-wise, he's one of the best in the world. It ain't even close. Skill set-wise, nobody want to fight Andrade, man. People out here really ducking this man. From Canelo, Triple G, Jamal Charlo. None of these guys want to smoke with him, bro. He can't even find a fight, bro. The man, Andrade is the boogeyman at 160 pounds by far. 3-time world champion, 2 different weight classes, one of the best fighters in the world, bro. What you think about his skill set, though, brotherhood? Honestly, just Demetrius Andrade as a fighter. What do you think about his skills?
I think he got skills, but at the same time, I don't know. I must be missing something because what people say to me about his skill set, I don't see it with my eyes. You know what I'm saying? But I know he got pedigree. I know he beat Keith Thurman in the Olympics, or he an Olympian. He got a deep amateur career, but I've been waiting for a long time to see what the hell people been trying to tell me that I should see when it comes to him. But he not. I don't know if it's because he not taking these opponents seriously, or he don't need to be at 100%, or try his hardest to beat these guys he been fighting. But I know he not a bad fighter. I would love to see him step it up, or jump up a level and let me see what he really about. So he kind of in that Terrence Crawford gray area with me. Like I see, like y'all telling me what I should see, and then I don't see it. But I need to see it versus a real opponent.
Oh yeah, that real opponent is Jamal Charlo, bro. I'm telling you, he got great skills. He got great skills. One of the best in the world. An Olympian, 3-time world champion, 2 different weight classes. Nobody wants to fight him for a reason. You know what I mean? He's tall, strong, fast. Tall, strong, and fast. Quick and slick. His amateur background, he beat Keith Thurman. He beat Sean Porter. He beat Daniel Jacobs. He beat all of the top guys. And all of the top guys, they speak highly of Demetrius Andrade and his skill level Everybody speaks highly of him, bro. You know what I mean? I think he has potential to be one of the greatest middleweights that ever lived. To be honest with you, and the fight to make is the Andrade Charlo fight. Andrade's been calling for this fight for years. Eddie Hearn recently came out on social media. Eddie Hearn said that's an easy fight to make. It's on Charlo. The Zone just put out a video talking about how that's an easy fight. Nobody wants to see Jamal Charlo fight against Chris Eubanks. Nobody wanted to see Charlo versus Derevyanchenko. We want to see Charlo versus Andrade. They need to fight. They need to fight. We don't want to see Charlo fighting against people like you know what I mean, Chris Hogan. We don't want to see Charlo versus Brandon Adams anymore. The fight to make is Andrade versus Charlo, and hopefully we can make it happen. I know Andrade, his team, has sent Charlo offers, and Charlo has never responded. And Andrade said, if you send me offer, we going to respond. So Andrade been pulling up to press conferences, calling out Jamal Charlo for years, calling him out, showing up at his press conference. You know what I mean? Willing to make the fight happen, doing everything that it takes, and it takes two to tangle. It takes two to tangle. So Charlo gonna have to step up, man, and try to unify. He gonna have to step up and unify, man. At the end of the day,
why is it all Charlo? You know, when it comes to Andre, why isn't he having the same energy?
But one at a time. What'd you say, Brotherhood?
I was just saying, like, why is all this energy going towards Charlo? You know, and he don't have the same energy that he put towards making a fight when it come to other fighters.
He do. He did that with Canelo. Called out Canelo. Canelo ducked him, moved out the weight class. Same thing with Triple G. Andrade hopped in the ring after Triple G's fight with Derevyanchenko. He was in a ring with Triple G. Called him out, trying to make the big fights happen. He's doing it. But you know what? He's keeping that same energy for Charlo. Why Charlo doesn't keep the same energy he got with Canelo, calling out Canelo all these years, calling out Triple G. Why he don't keep that same energy with Demetrius Andrade? Somebody who's sending you offers, willing to make the fight, unify a champion with a belt, unification bout. Why Jamal Charlo don't keep that same energy he got with Canelo for Demetrius Andrade? Why does his energy switch? He talking about you got to talk to my manager and all of that when it comes to Andrade. But when it comes to Canelo, you calling him out, you doing this and that. It sounds like, for real, Charlo don't want that fight. Charlo is on record saying he doesn't want to fight Andrade. He doesn't want nothing to do with him. Charlo's on record saying, oh, Andrade is broke. We don't want to fight him. It sounds like sound like a whole lot of ducking going on when it comes to Charlo, man, fighting Andrade, man. And I got to keep it real with my people, even if you disagree. Go ahead, Terrence. Go ahead, Terrence.
You know, not making no excuses. Not making no excuses.
You break it up, though. You gotta break it up, my brother. You breaking up, my brother.
Hold on a second. Let me turn the Wi-Fi on.
Yeah, sir. Keep the Wi-Fi on.
Am I better now?
Yeah, you better now.
All right, let me ask you this. And like I said, not making.
You went out, though. You just went out. We don't hear you. We don't hear you right now, Terrence.
I said, don't you think that Charlo and Canelo is a bigger payday?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, Terrence. With all due respect, you know I got all the respect. Wait. You know I got all the respect in the world for you. Let me just say this. You know, let me just say this. You know I got all the respect in the world for you. Canelo's not fighting at 160 pounds. He had 168. Get Canelo out the door, bro. Stop bringing up money for making excuses. Bigger payday. Eddie Hearn says $7 million for Charlo, which is his biggest payday. Come on, man. Stop making excuses. Payday. That's not our job, bro. We don't deal with it. That's not our job to start talking about paydays. We're boxing fans. We just want to see the big fights. But when you start going in, paydays and A side, B side, and all that, come on, man. Please stop that, please, man. Please, sir. Please.
All I'm saying is, you know, if anything, if he keep calling out Canelo, then that's possibly the reason. But if I remember correctly, if I remember correctly, wasn't there a negotiation going on between Charlo and Andre walked away from the table?
You talking about something from 2014 that was Jermell Charlo, and we're talking about Jamal Charlo. We're talking about Jamal Charlo. You're talking about a whole different person.
Well, Charlo, man. You know, I'm not even.
Yeah, I'm just explaining to you. I'm explaining to you because that's what Charlo. Not you. Listen, I'm not talking about you. Charlo fans. Wait, let me just make this clear. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Charlo fans to defend Jamal Charlo from ducking. The first thing they always say, "Oh, Andrade walked away from a fight in 2014." He didn't walk away from that fight. That fight was signed. They were going to fight, but the contract that Andrade was given by Rock Nation was some bullshit, and he tried to renegotiate the fight, and the fight got it fell apart. But we're talking about Jamal Charlo. That was 7 years ago. So let's talk about
bro.
today. Wait. Go ahead.
Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. That's all I was doing. But that was Jermell Charlo. That ain't got nothing to do with Jamal. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, brother.
These are the same excuses that people use for Canelo not fighting Charlo. So why wouldn't Charlo be able to use the same excuse? When Canelo fight Amir Khan, what do people say? Amir Khan a bigger name than Charlo. Amir Khan presented a bigger payday. So, but when it comes to Charlo, he don't supposed to be looking at paydays and big names and stuff. Like, what kind of shit is people on, bro? You got to keep it same energy.
To be honest, it's about Andrade and Charlo. You know what I'm saying? It's about that fight. That's the fight to make. When we talk about
that's the fight Charlo won, though.
Canelo sent the offer to Charlo to fight. To be honest with you, Canelo sent Jamal Charlo an offer to fight. Andrade sent Jamal Charlo an offer to fight. To be honest, Canelo's ducking Andrade. He's really ducking Andrade, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I mean. So why not these two fight each other?
Realize who said that, bro. Who said that offer was sent? Just think about it. Who said that offer was sent?
I mean, I think Jamal Charlo, even when they went back and forth and they was arguing, Jamal Charlo said that Jamal ducked Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be real about this situation. But let's keep it on. We're talking about Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, which is an easy fight to make of two champions. You know what I mean? That's Andrade wants to make the fight happen. Charlo ain't talking about it. Charlo ain't even talking about fighting Andrade. He hasn't been talking about fighting him for years. Andrade pulling up at press conferences, calling him out. Let's make the fight happen. What's up? When we gonna make it happen? Charlo, I'm not a matchmaker. Come on, man. What you mean you're not a matchmaker?
Okay, you're a matchmaker. But look, do Andre gotta live and die with that fight? Is that what you telling me? You telling me if he can't fight Charlo, then his career over, then his career is stagnant? What is his next? No, I know. I'm just saying. For instance, what is his next move? If the Charlo fight, all right, let's say Charlo is ducking. How about that? I will agree with you just to make a point. All right, Charlo is ducking. Then what? What you gonna do?
We gonna fight Billy Joe Saunders when we move up later to fight Billy Joe. We gonna try to get in there with Triple G, and we gonna try to get in there behind the Munguia until then. You know what I mean? But the fight is Charlo and Andrade. Two black fighters.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Do y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? I'm clear.
Yeah, it was breaking up a little bit, but I'm just trying to get to the point, bro. If you're saying he already ducked Andre, that's past tense. Okay, if the ducking already happened, then what's your next move? Why we ain't seeing you progress towards your next move? We just keep hearing about the duck. That's past tense now. What's coming in the future?
Danny Jacobs just called out Canelo. Charlo.
Yeah, Charlo. But Jacobs at 168, Charlo at 160. Jacobs don't have a belt. Andrade got a belt. Andrade is undefeated. Andrade got that O, and he ain't afraid to let it go. You know what I'm saying? So the fight to make, and we ain't. I'm not gonna talk about no other fights but Charlo Andrade. We gotta put pressure on Charlo to fight Andrade because Andrade want that smoke. 2 champions, unification about that's the fight. I don't want to talk about other fights because then I'm giving Charlo a pass to duck this man, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna keep that pressure on him. And that's what everybody.
No, it's not. It's not that nobody giving him a pass. It's like, when are you gonna stop wasting your time if you know the fight is not about to happen? Like, well, it seemed like Andre just trying to be hung up on Charlo. Like, he trying to be stuck on Charlo, so he don't have to make his next move. Like, how about you make your next move instead of being hung up on Charlo? That's what I'm saying.
That's the legacy fight, bro. He chasing him down. You know what I'm saying? People was chasing Anthony Joshua forever. That's like saying Wilder, you know what I'm saying, do something else. We gonna do something else if we can't get him in the ring. But that's the fight to make. That's the fight that is going to define Charlo's career. These guys are linked with each other forever, bro. Charlo and Andrade. Just
Triple G and Canelo could define both of their careers. So why wouldn't Charlo ducking Andre? Why wouldn't Andre be chasing Canelo and Triple G like his life depending on it? You know what I'm saying? If that was his only other 2 hours, you gonna chase Charlo until it's time for you to retire, or you gonna move on and try to
chase him down? We gonna chase him down until we retire, until Charlo lead the sport. We gonna Andrade gonna chase him.
That says a lot about Charlo then.
Hey, he a champion. He got a belt, don't it? He got a belt, don't it? You know what I'm saying? He undefeated, right? He's supposed to be the best middleweight according to a lot of people. We want to fight the best until Charlo retires. Until he's out the sport, Andrade gonna want to fight him, bro. Point blank, period. And until then, we'll fight a Billy Joe. We'll fight a Jaime Munguia. We'll fight Triple G. But at the end of the day, we want Charlo. We want Charlo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it looked like to me? You know what it looked like to me? They look they're looking like Andre is the middleweight Dillian White. The guy that Eddie Hearn pushed in front of the guy that he don't want. No, look at it. Look what I'm saying. Look what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn didn't want Wilder to fight Joshua. He wanted to push Dillian White in front of Wilder, so that fight never happened, and he can have it in house.
But Eddie Hearn,
White. Let me finish real quick. White make White take Wilder belt. That's his hopes and dreams, and then come to an in-house fight with Anthony Joshua for unification. Now it seems like Andre is in that same position. They just trying to, what's the word for it? Whatever. But they just trying to push. They just trying to push Andre in front of Charlo. So, is nobody outside of the zone has a belt after if he beats Charlo, and then there could be unifications in house from then on. So, but they ain't trying to make the fight with White or Anthony Joshua, and they ain't trying to make the fight with Andre. Trying to make the fight with Andre and Canelo. So it seems like that sacrificing one guy to try to push an agenda.
Okay, let me get up in here. Anthony Joshua already knocked out Dillian White. They already fought each other. You know what? Whatever happened with Wilder and Dillian White ain't got nothing to do with Demetrius Andrade and Demetrius Andrade and Charlo. Charlo don't want the smoke. 2 champions undefeated in their primes. They got a lot of history with each other. This is the fight that must happen. Charlo, he's still calling out an old washed up Triple G. Nobody want to watch you. Nobody want to watch you fight an old washed up Triple G, nigga. Keep that same energy with Demetrius Andrade, who's an undefeated champion, who's on your ass. All that shit Charlo be talking, bro. Niggas don't believe that shit, bro. Niggas don't believe that shit until he go fight Demetrius Andrade. Andrade, the best middleweight in the world. Charlo has always been underneath Demetrius Andrade. Always, since the amateurs. They've been beneath him. And them niggas don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke. Charlo got outboxed by Korobov, who was 36 years old, a southpaw. Charlo got outboxed by Austin Trout, a southpaw. Charlo struggled with Deveryachenko in his last fight. Put him in there with Andrade. Demetrius Andrade box circles around him. Box circles around him. And that's the reason why Charlo is ducking him, because he knows it. And Sean Porter spoke on it. Sean Porter just talked about it. Andrade, a 3-time world champion. 2 different weight classes. Charlo only a 2-time world champion. Charlo's behind Demetrius Andrade. He's ducking that man for a reason. And we don't want to hear Charlo call out Canelo no more. Nigga, Canelo not even at 160. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear you call out Triple G, who's old, washed up.
He's still a champion at 160.
Let me finish. Call out an undefeated champion, Demetrius Andrade. We want to see black fighters fight each other. We don't want to hear nothing else about Charlo, bro. Especially fighting no Chris Eubanks Jr. We don't want to hear him talk about fighting no Chris Hogan's, Brandon Adams, who came up for 154, nigga. Fight Demetrius Andrade, point blank, period. And Andrade ain't gonna stop.
I caught you, bro. Chris Eubank is black, bro. So you want to see it? You said you want to. You want to see black fighters face black fighters, bro. You said you want to see black versus black, bro. Eubank is black. Yeah. No, I'm messing with you, bro. Hey, tell me this though, real quick. You wouldn't want to see Andre versus Derevianchenko?
Derevianchenko ain't a champion. I want to see unification bout. I want to see champion versus champion. Derevianchenko never been a champion. I mean, I would see it if we can't get a Charlo or a Triple G, a Canelo, Hyman, Munguia, Billy Joe. If we can't get these guys, we'll take Derevianchenko and beat his ass better than Charlo did. But what does that mean? Derevianchenko never been a champion. Come on, man. The nigga ain't going to get no credit for that. We want Charlo. You know what I'm saying? We want Charlo, bro. I want to see the black fighter. Okay. I want to see the black fighters fight each other, bro. Tank versus Devin Haney. Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence. I want to see all the black champions fight each other, bro.
But do you realize that Liam Williams is got to be Demetrius Andrade next fight at this point, because he hasn't fought. Look at it this way. He hasn't fought since January 30th earlier this year. It's October. It's almost the end of October. He only got 2 months to fight Liam Williams.
Hey, we'll fight Liam Williams, beat the hell out of him. Then we still want Charlo. It don't matter. All roads lead to Andrade versus Charlo. And Charlo been trying to avoid this fight for a very long time. He won't even say the man's name, and that's a champion in your weight class. It's obvious his energy is not the same, bro, and it's just disappointing in this era in boxing when you got champions acting like this, man. You know what I mean? And Andrade will box circles around him. At the end of the day, Andrade got way more skills than a Charlo. He's quicker, he's slicker, he got better footwork. The only thing Charlo might have over him is power, and we all know skills wins fights, and that's according to Floyd Mayweather. But we getting ready for the main event. So right here, we ready. Andrew Robinson, Liam Williams. Liam Williams, he wants Andrade. He's been calling him out. I just want to see how this fight plays out. Who you got in this one, though, Brotherhood?
I got Liam Williams, but I wouldn't be surprised if he looked average in this fight either. That's all I'm going to say.
I think Liam Williams going to sleep on, man. I got Liam Williams by knockout in this one, bro. And possibly, he going to call out Andrade right after this fight. I know that's what he's going to do. Only 2 losses. 1 loss because it was a cut. The fight was stopped because of a cut. The other fight, he lost majority decision to Liam Smith. He got a lot of power. He just stopped Alontes Fox, who's a common opponent with Demetrius Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he stopped Alontes Fox, a common opponent with Demetrius Andrade. He got a lot of power. He wants the Andrade fight. Let's see, can he get the Andrade fight next? We'll see, bro. I know Demetrius Andrade's probably watching this fight right now. Liam Williams been calling out Demetrius Andrade for a long time. Demetrius Andrade, the WBO middleweight champion of the world. Yo, November 7th, marking down on your calendars right now. Devin Haney versus Yuriorkis Gamboa. You know what I'm saying? For the lightweight world title, November 7th, mark it down on your calendars. Devin Haney, the new face of boxing. You know what I mean? I can't wait. Making his return back to the ring, Filip Hrgović on the co-main event, future heavyweight champion, bro. November 7th, live on the Zone for only $20 for the whole month. Let's go.
Hey, yo, I got Gamboa. I got Gamboa knocking Haney out, bro.
Nah, hell nah, bro. Hell nah.
I'm bullshitting, bro.
I know.
Hey, Smart, you ever had Eddie Hearn on here?
Nah. I never talked to Eddie Hearn, but you know what? Bill Haney is the best promoter in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney, the best promoter in the business. So, shout outs to Bill. If you listening to the show, Bill Haney is doing a great job. I never talked to Eddie before. Bill Haney is my guy, man. You know what I mean? Bill Haney's my guy.
I didn't know if you had him on, like a while back or something like that, so I figured I'd ask.
Yeah, never. Nah, I never talked to Eddie Hearn before, man. I work for Devin Haney Promotions. That's the company that I work for. So that's what I represent. Devin Haney Promotions. That's all, bro. You know what I mean? But shout outs to Eddie Hearn, man. He does a great job promoting his fighters. Devin Haney Promotions has a partnership with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing, and it's a beautiful thing, man. So right now, Liam Williams is in the ring, man. Don't blink. This might be a quick one. This fight might end quick. We getting ready for the main event of the evening. You can watch it on the website. You lifting weights. You still lifting them weights, Hunter? Oh, there go BH the Great. BH the Great in this thing. What up, BH?
I gotta do my anti old man right now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta try to keep my foot in Father Time's ass. So I'll watch that fight later.
TB.
What's going on?
What's happening with a good guy, man?
No, man, just trying to get my beast on over here.
Good. Hey, I got that tracking information too for the snack products that's coming over to you. I got that. I got it. So I'll
text it to
me. I'll text it to you as soon as we get off.
All right. Appreciate it, man. That's love.
Hey, send me an email. Send me an email, Bill Haney 714@gmail. Then I could just forward it over from there.
714.
Yep, Bill Haney 714-714 is my birthday.
Gotcha. I'll send it right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At Gmail, TB. But he already sent it, so I'm gonna send the tracking so you can catch it. Because with this COVID shit, they might sit the box outside or something. I don't know. I want to make sure you get everything though.
What up, BH? What's good?
H Money, Mr. DAZN in the building. Let's get it.
What's good? Hey, BH, I'm checking out Liam Williams right here. Main event on Sports. He's been calling out Andrade. I believe he's the mandatory for Andrade. Possibly that's a fight that can happen in the future. But like you told me, like you taught me, just because the fighter is a mandatory don't mean they gonna get in the ring. That really don't mean anything.
Right. Exactly, man. You would think the mandatory means that, but in Devin's case, shit. I don't know what it means these days. But how's he looking, H?
Round number one. We in round number 1, 15 seconds into the fight. Liam Williams comes out with a big 1-2, just buckled him. He just buckled what's his name? Andrew Robinson. Robinson is like a journeyman, 36 years old. I think right here is a tune-up fight for Liam Williams. They're gonna try to get him ready for Andrade, I believe. You know what I'm saying? He's been calling him out, but right now he's coming forward, BH. He's putting the pressure on him. He's loading up on his shots. Big right hand just landed by Liam Williams right down the pipe. He's right here. He's going to look like he's going for a first round stoppage. But Liam Williams only got 2 losses to Liam Smith. Liam Smith, who got beat by Canelo. Oh, he got him hurt. Look like he finna go down, BH. He going for it right here. Going for the kill. Double jab. Putting the pressure on him. Got him on the ropes. Referee looking at the fight very close. Double jab upstairs. Oh, he's loading up with the right. Oh, big right hand. He about to take a standing 8 count. Oh, left hook to the body. Just slumped his ass. Oh, he just slumped him. BA, check him out. Show you real quick on the ropes. The man. Oh, it's over. First round stoppage. Damn. Just like that. That's all she wrote, BH.
Damn.
Those Andre got problems coming, bro. Andre got problems.
Hey, BH, man, to let him know about Andrade, man. He said he don't know if Andrade really the truth like that.
Man, Andrade, you know what? Andrade is what you would call a he's a boxer, man. He's a quintessential prototype of what a boxer is. I mean, of course, I think Andrade doesn't get his just due. I remember early Andrade compared to the Andrade that we've all seen as of late, and I don't think he's getting his just due. I think a fighter should stay ready. But one thing about him is he's not been getting a fair shake in terms of getting the guys in the ring that he's qualified to fight. So I think he slipped a little bit. But I expect Andrade to when the time is called for him to get in those big fights. I'm going to bet that he's going to be there.
What do you think about Andrade like against a Canelo? How you think that'll go?
There's no fighter that it's not a 50-50 fight with Andrade. No fighter in his division that it's not a 50-50 fight with.
Absolutely, BH. Yo, BH, I just talked to Fred about Dylan White. I mean Dylan Price.
Price.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole Price family. His dad, David Price. I believe he has David, Coach Price, Dylan, David. I know all of them are the D's. They got D's to start in front of them because they even got another little brother that's younger than Dylan. But shout out to their family. They're doing a wonderful job. I've been following them from afar for a long time, up through the amateur ranks, as well as since he's turned pro, and he's doing an amazing job with this son. This is not an easy business at all, and to get your son to be a professional, he's undefeated, to be one that's both recruited by all the different promoters and managers in the business. Like Unique Don say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Absolutely.
Yo, BH, they say he got a fight on November 7th, but it's not on the Devin Haney undercard. I think he's fighting in Philly.
Okay, yeah. Well, 7 is a divine number, so blessing to him and his and the Price family, that him and Devin will both be victorious and in exciting fashion.
Absolutely. Yo, BH, any update on the November 7th card coming up real soon?
It's a hell of a card. Actually, I know that I'm very excited about the co-main event, the heavyweight, who packs a hell of a punch, and he should be a real problem in the heavyweight division. I'm happy that he's on the undercard, along with the Asian sensation, and it's Zhao, right? Am I pronouncing it right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So so I look forward to both those fights. Normally with Devin, going into the main event and I mean, going from the co-main event and everything, I'm more locked in with Devin. I don't get a chance to really enjoy the fight before that. But blessings to them. And if I don't catch it fight night, if I'm not 100% in tune with it, I'm definitely gonna catch it on replay.
Absolutely. Brother, any questions for Bill Haney?
I did want to ask, is Devin Haney sparring anybody that's notable for this fight?
You know what? It's crazy because as Devin has evolved into the fighter that he is, the notable fighters or the notable sparring partners, they come far and few and in between. Either they're overqualified and it's more of a fight, or either they're underqualified. So to this particular camp, we used a variety of different guys coming off of the shoulder injury with Devin. So we needed a specific kind of tailored kind of work. So we brought in guys not as more known for the name, but more known that they will actually do the work that needs to get Devin ready for the fight. So we kind of moved on from, the stiff competition and during camp to actually preparing him for Gamboa or, whoever the challenge might be at that time.
Okay, yeah, I had to ask because I'm used to hearing Devin being in a ring with a lot of notable names, before a
Right, me
fight.
too. Yep. We
Y'all,
just kind of
y'all,
switch gears. That's a good question, and thank you for pointing that out and paying attention to it. But yeah, we kind of switch gears from that way of thinking to now thinking from a way of we're in big fights and serious fights that we want to tailor and have the weapons ready to go. So we bring in the guys that's going to actually kind of emulate some of those styles, and to ask a certain fighter at a different level to come in and emulate a Gamboa would be disrespect to them. So they might be overqualified to do that. They say, okay, I'll come in and I can do me, but I'm not gonna come in and do Gamboa. So we got a great group of guys who got together with Devin, and we've come up with a way in which we're kind of working off doing fight situational training and working off a Gamboa style.
okay, yeah, that make perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, BH. Speaking of Filip Hrgović, he's an Olympian, um, a future world champion in the heavyweight division. He's a problem. He's a beast.
I
I
saw
believe
it,
this
man.
the second time. This the second time he's been on the undercard with Devin, right? In the DC, when y'all was in DC, on that Antonio Moran undercard, he was on there with y'all, right?
Yep. Good guy too, man. Great family, man. Great guy. A gentle giant of a man. You know what I mean? Big old guy, but when you meet him and you talk to him, he's one of the most friendliest, nicest guy you'd want to meet. But when the time comes for that bell to ring, I saw a whole different guy come out in Philip. So like I say, shout out to them and their team, and we look forward to it.
Hell yeah, and that's like the second time he's been on a card with Devin, and he's a big name. Like he's a big name in the sport already. I just can't wait to watch this undercard. I think this one of the best cards of the year. Hrgović and Haney together, man. It's a beautiful thing. BH,
Absolutely.
we getting closer and closer to Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, man. What's your thoughts? 1 week away, Lomachenko, Teofimo.
Um, that's a great fight. That's a great fight, and I can't speak enough about the Lopez family stepping up to the challenge. Because a lot of people do all that talking and stuff, and then when it comes time to it, then they don't make it happen. So I want to definitely give a shout out to the Lopez family for pushing and challenging themselves to be great. What I would hope that the winner of the Lopez and Lomachenko clash, they look to put on a big event, hell of a fight with Devin Haney.
Recently, we've been seeing some headlines. Devin had showed a message of he was talking to Lomachenko. Lomachenko responded to him. What did you take from that? Lomachenko and Devin going back and forth, and people making videos about it, saying it's a possibility that this fight could happen.
Well, like anything, I also have been a fan of, just boxing and just the different teams and stuff. So the Lomachenko family, I have a lot of respect for them and what they did in the sport of boxing. So, it won't be beyond my belief that after the fight, Devin, Lomachenko steps up to and accepts Devin's challenge.
You believe that it's a possibility that he'll take that fight this time?
I mean, I would think so. Like I say, we always talk about having the camaraderie in the sport, and the character of a man is tested not when it's on another person's foot, the way they look at things, but actually when you have it on your foot, when the shoe is on your foot, how are you going to look at it and how are you going to approach it? So I'm going to take the initiative and to go by Lomachenko's word, go by his energy that he's shown towards Devin, and also what he's did in boxing. I don't think he's ever turned down a challenge of a worthy opponent, someone with a belt. So I think that Devin now meets all the qualifications and the criteria for Mr. Lomachenko and his team. So after this fight, I anticipate him answering back.
Hey,
That's
Bill. Yeah, I
that's
got a question for you. I know the COVID-19 thing going on, so I don't know if y'all getting like any kind of grace period when it comes to mandatory obligations, but and I know, and I also know the unifications, Trump mandatories. So if the Lomachenko fight happened, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But is there anybody that's being called as the mandatory as of now, or is that
See,
something y'all have to worry about for a while?
see, Trump's you must understand. You guys have to stop saying that word that mandatories trump the unification. When I say that, to say is big fights trump everything. You know, that would be like Lomachenko fighting uh, Lomachenko fighting Ramirez. Which one is a bigger fight, Lomachenko and Ramirez or Lomachenko and Josh Taylor? You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about the mandatory, you talk about making the biggest fights. That's what being the franchise champion was that he was able to make the big fights. To consider getting an IBF belt from Teofimo or a WBC belt from Devin. Which one? Which one is the bigger fight? You see? No way in the world is Teofimo and Lomachenko a bigger fight. You see what the fight is doing right now. You know if that shit was Devin and Loma, what it would be doing? Come on, man. You don't think the fight right now, if it was Devin and Loma, it would be bigger?
It'll have to be pay-per-view. I know that.
Okay, so that's so nothing is going to trump that. Nothing is going to trump that. You don't trump that going to have another fight that you possibly could lose when you could have fought in a bigger fight. It's the big fight. You know?
Oh no, 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 no! I see what you're saying. I wasn't saying that as far as like Lomachenko versus Tio goes, where I was looking after that fight. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I'm saying is with Tio go up to 140. He said he'd go up to 140 for a Jose Ramirez or a Josh Taylor fight. But Tio, the fight is bigger with Devin and you. So, you know what I mean? If you got into this business to make the big fights and make the big events happen, I mean, but we always got an alternative. You know, you always got something that you could say that you're going for. Oh, I'm going for this. So I'm going to be a 2-division champion instead of fighting somebody in my division because it's more important to be a 2-division champion than to fight the big fight.
That's I said that yesterday, BH. Teofimo can't go up to 140 and leave unfinished business at 135 if he was to win that fight with Lomo. You know what I mean? If he beats Lomo, he's got to see Devin before going to 140.
Excuse me, I can hear you too, though. I can hear you guys. Just excuse me 1 second.
Yeah, I agree with you, Terrence. I agree with you, bro. It's a bad look on Teofimo and his team for coming out, and they stated that if they beat Vasily Lomachenko, they have no intentions of doing an undisputed match with Devin and Dream Haney. It's just a bad look, man. You know what I mean? It's really a bad look. To be honest with you.
I don't think it's fair to Devin personally because if he beats Lomo and then he relinquishes all those titles and moves up, you know what I mean? Then you know what I mean? I don't think it's fair to Devin.
When TB is Devin wants to fight the people that the world thinks are good, the people that the world thinks are better than him. If for some reason that the world, if they say that Lomachenko is a bum or Lomachenko is a duck, Devin will lose interest in fighting him. He had interest in Gary Russell because Gary Russell was talking about Terrence Crawford and everybody was talking about how good he was and how it could be a good fight, and that's what made Devin interested. You know what I'm saying? In it. Yeah. Once that part of it is gone, then it's just one of them things that they just become another fighter to him. He just looks at him just as another fighter.
Yeah, my whole point, my whole
Well, let
point
me ask you this.
in that though was like, I was hoping that if Lomachenko won, he would obviously probably stay at 135, but I was hoping they wouldn't throw a mandatory in front of Devin Haney if Lomachenko was interested in unifying with Devin Haney for undisputed. That's why I was asking.
Yes, sir. That was a great question too. That's a great question, but the thing about it is by Loma being a franchise champion, he'll trump the mandatory.
Right.
You see, so that's the purpose. That's the purpose of being a franchise champion is you're able to get in front of the mandatory, and you don't have to become a mandatory again. So you are a franchise champion, which makes you in for whoever's the world champion. You petition to fight them next, which,
Hey, BH, I'm sorry.
No, which is
go ahead,
like,
I'll ask you when you're done.
It's like with the companies, you say to the companies, as a company, you say, you know what? It's an email coming down, and the email is going to have when the winner is decided between Lomachenko and Teofimo, we're going to be petitioning to fight Haney because we have the franchise tag. Either way it go. So just be aware that that's coming down. And then the WBC says, yes, okay, we're aware. Haney, be aware that you won't have it's a chance that you won't have a mandatory at the end because both franchise champions are looking to fight you.
What do you think about well, what's the whole process or whatever, or how, for lack of a better term, because I'm getting real tired from lifting, so my mind ain't working right now. But a rematch, a contract with a rematch clause expiring, and it's not even been a year.
Yeah, that can happen. No, that can really happen because as a champion, once you win the belt, you don't want to you want to keep on moving. Like, you want to keep moving. You can't, the champion can't then give you an undetermined time to when they want to do it. So you put inside there the rematch clause that you provide a rematch within this time that the bout happens. You can't just have a rematch clause and then just have it for fucking ever, you know? So that's about the right time. I mean, shit, you got a mandatory that comes up within a year, so a rematch clause can't extend past a year.
Right. See, I was thinking that you got a rematch clause. Let's say they would at least be good for 365 days.
365.
Yeah, but
see what you're saying is the mandatory is coming back up, right? So within that year, you got somebody that's fighting to become the mandatory. You know, and you might have even already had a mandatory that's in the WBC. You see? So they're waiting for you to decide who's going to be the champion, who won. I mean, you would have to decide it. Would have to have some kind of time frame in there, in the clause. You can't just have just a rematch clause with no time.
Yo, BH, man, how is training camp going as we get closer and closer to the fight? It's about a month away now. How is the training camp going?
Man, training camp is going tremendously good. I wish he could fight this weekend. You know, he's ready. With anything, you know, with the Bugatti, we got to make sure that it's race ready, and we don't want to just drive it through the junkyard too many times, you know, because you get them dings. So he's ready to fight.
Absolutely. You know, I seen on the ropes, Zeb put out the
he did a good job, huh?
Man, fire.
Job, man. Shout out to Zeb, man, and On the Ropes, man, for coming through and doing a great job, man.
Yeah, he is.
Listen to all the young dudes, all the reporters, all the young dude media. When you're really trying to get some real footage some real behind the scenes, some fight life, come fuck with us. You see what I'm saying? We ain't holding nothing back. You getting sparring, you getting training, you getting the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I think even Sean might have been at my mama's 70th birthday party last night. I think Sean was there. We had a good time. Devin threw it for, which was surprising, which was good. Always good to see, your son come in and do something for his grandmother. So I had a great time.
For sure. Happy birthday to your mother, Bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Happy
Yes,
birthday
sir.
for sure.
Yes,
And
sir. She
man,
might be watching because I'm telling you, Mama Haney is a boxing fan. She ain't no. She goes back to the old fights. Yeah, close circuit and all that. Yeah.
Shout out to Mama Hank.
Thank you, brother.
Shout outs to Mama Haney. Yo, BH, man, the fight is getting closer and closer. I know Devin is ready. It's gonna be a hell of a night. Devin Haney makes his return back to the ring. His first fight since shoulder surgery. His first fight with a Mickey Bay in his corner. How is it having Mickey Bay? What's the difference with Mickey Bay being on the team this time?
I mean, it's just like having a young Floyd Senior. You know what I mean? I knew that what Mick was going to do because you got to understand when you sit up under somebody for a decade, you sit up under them and they constantly telling you what to do, constantly telling you what to do, constantly telling you what to do. Then Devin, who sits under Senior as well for damn near a decade, they know when things ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So it's been great to get Mick to come in with all his energy, with the fact of we not sneaking and taking nothing from the Mayweathers. This is shit that we didn't really learn, that real shit. And it's just been great. Me and Mick talked about things that Senior does that we didn't ever want to die off, and the way in which he teaches them, and of course no one can be like the great master himself, but as a team, me and Mick, I bring him and I bring it to him and he's like, man, bro, that's exactly what Senior said to do at that particular time, so with Mick, also with having McCallum, also, we just got a good team, man. Big Rodney, man, we got Ben Batista, who's came in, who's from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? Ben is from the Bay. Been working with a lot of fighters. Was real instrumental with Devin in his early days as an amateur. So I'm just happy, man. We deep as a team. We move strong. We all got love for Devin. So it's just a good time, bro.
Absolutely. So Ben, is he Cuban? Is that correct?
No, man, Ben is mixed with something.
Okay.
But he's my brother. I always looked at him like he's my brother, so I don't actually know.
Okay.
So you feel me?
My bad.
I don't know.
My bad. I thought he had that Cuban background. That's all. I was.
No, he don't have. He's not Cuban. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He right there out that city in the Bay Area, from San Francisco.
Yeah, I got you.
And then by him being from the city and then me being from Oakland, we got that Bay love for each other.
Hey, BH, please explain to H Money who Howard Hewitt and Shalimar is.
Oh man, you gotta know who Howard Hewitt is, man. Howard was cold, man. Light-skinned like us, man.
Yeah, he told me about him, man.
Man. Howard Hewitt light-skinned like me and you, brother. How you gonna forget about him?
Yeah, he put me on him like a week ago. I'm like, man, who the fuck is these dudes, bro? They old school singers and shit. But yeah, that's a little bit.
Man, listen, you know what I mean? Howard had to give it up for us against the bad no likes of the Luther Vandross, the Freddie Jackson. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And Howard had to come through for us. You dig, H Money?
Yo, I mean,
me and Tim, the backup singer for for Double H. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, how you don't know who Howard Hewitt is? Man, you don't know who Jody Watley is, nothing?
Man, that's
Hey, I'm gonna
way.
tell you how crazy music is, and how music breaks down all color lines. Do you know Victor Conti was a backup for Tower of Power?
I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah. Type in Victor Conti Tower of Power. You saw you where Vic got that swag about himself. Type it in H Money. See what comes up. See if Victor Conti and music comes up.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna pull it up. Pull it up real quick. Yo,
Shout out
yo,
Snack
B.
too, man. Shout out Snack. I got TB his thing on the way. You know, because he in there getting strong. You know what I mean? We got
Yeah,
that post and that pre. I mean that pre and that post.
yeah, I need some recovery. Man, I'm trying to get back after my shoulder surgery. You know what I mean?
Good, good. We got some on the way to you.
I appreciate it, man. At one point, I was benching 450, man. I'm sitting right here playing with 230 right now, trying to get my shoulder back right.
Man, listen, 230 ain't nothing to play with, sir.
Oh man, this was warm up weight before my shoulder surgery. This was warm up weight.
Okay, warm up weight.
Yo, BH. I'm sorry, BH. I just want to know. You're a very smart man. You made the decision to bring in Mickey Bay, and I feel like that was a great choice, knowing Mickey Bay, like you said, coming from that same school of thought with the Mayweathers. Also, he learned from the great Emmanuel Stewart. Rest in peace to Emmanuel Stewart. You took a chance on a young trainer like that, and we looking forward to paying off dividends. You know what I'm saying? You took a chance with Mickey, and you were a very smart man. What led to that decision of choosing Mickey Bay out of all the trainers in the game?
Well, Mickey Bay, I didn't just bring Mickey Bay in. Mickey Bay has always been there. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I say is Mickey is a disciple and understudy of Floyd Sr. Floyd Sr. get his from the late great Dale Williams. We talk about that shell defense, that shell that Mayweather made so popular, that defense. Mickey Bay used to beat the fuck out of people, right? He beat him up, and he got caught with that. He got caught with that shot when Floyd came in, and he'll even tell you, that light that surrounds Floyd Mayweather. If you're not careful, it can burn you, and Floyd is built for it. Floyd is when you look up superstar, it's a picture there. His picture is, and being a superstar means it's a responsibility. Stars tend to pick what part of it, and superstars take it all on, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So for Mick, that point in his career where he took his eye off the prize, I've been with him since through all that. I've been with him. You know what I'm saying? I've been with Mick when I told Mick to bring me on and have me manage. But at that point, it was a good friend of mine, DeJuan Blake. Very good friend, been instrumental as well with Dev. Loves the shit out of Devin, and we love DeJuan back. You know what I'm saying? One of the guys that can put in a lot of work over there for the Mayweather team that people don't know. But yeah, like I say, we've all been intertwined for so long. I don't want to say Mick just came in. I want to say the brother been getting ready for his moment, and over here with DHP, that's what it is. It's a bunch of superstars that we all get together and our respected areas come together for Devin on that one night, like November 7th, to showcase how we all work together, how our synergy and our energy comes together for one common goal, and that's for Devin to whip ass. So, yeah, that's just my description on it.
Absolutely. Yo, BA, so you said Victor Conti, what was his music group so I could pull it up?
Tower of Power.
Oh, yeah, there we go. I bet I'm about to pull it up. I just googled it real quick.
Yeah, Tower of Power. And then some songs they got is some cold songs. You wouldn't even know Vic was involved in this type of shit. You dig? But
I see it right here. That's his daughter though. Cynthia Conti. That's his daughter for real.
Cynthia Conti, yep, I think that is his daughter. Yep. Is Cynthia his daughter? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, that's
somebody
not his wife,
told me.
that's his daughter. I think, yep, that is his daughter.
Okay, yeah, this is it right here.
Nice woman, but I don't know what the relation. I don't know quite the relation, but very nice young lady though.
Yeah, that must have been him right there with the afro right here. Yeah, it looked like that's him right here back in the day. Shout outs to Victor Conti and the whole snack.
Yeah.
You know. But hell yeah, man. BH, we getting closer and closer to the fight. I appreciate you coming through. Of course, man. You know, can't wait. November 7th, gonna be fireworks.
Absolutely, man. And shout out to Gamboa team and the Gamboa family, who people would like to see, controversy. That particular family, we don't have no controversy. This is controversy. Excuse me. This is all business. Ain't nothing to be talking about nobody, and no grudge match. This is an opportunity for Devin to have someone great, future Hall of Famer in Gamboa on his resume. It's an opportunity for Gamboa and the Gamboa family to reemerge as the world champion that he's been. So I expect nothing but fireworks. It's going to be amazing, amazing, amazing show put on with the co-main event with none other than the big heavyweight Philip Herkovich. Right.
Beast. He's a killer. He's a killer. A future heavyweight champion. They got actually a sparring footage of him and Wilder. They were getting it on.
Listen, the man possesses some shit. Some dynamite. You've come around fucking around with him, you get too close and it's lights out. And not only do we got that, we got the Asian sensation, Zaul, formerly with Rock Nation, over there managed by Dino Duba, who Dino Duba spent a lot of time, getting that kid to where he is. I don't know if Dino is still involved, but shout out to Dino, the Duba family. So it's gonna be a great night, man.
Absolutely. And Darren Cunningham, Raymond Ford on the undercard, Raymond the Savage Ford out of Jersey out there. Can't wait to watch the fight,
now, Darren Cunningham is not only just 11-0 and a part of the team, but he's in there with a hell of a young fighter in Elijah Pierce at 9-2, who's coming to fight. Now, we talk about a grudge match. Now you got a grudge match. Two kids, I think, out the Midwest who definitely know about each other young. You got Elijah Pierce, who took two tough losses from two undefeated opponents. You know what I mean? That were controversial, I think. I don't even think he's ever been stopped. Matter of fact, I'm sure he hasn't. So that's a great fight. Great opportunity for Darren Cunningham to step up to the next level. We know new levels bring new devils, and we know that Elijah Pierce is standing in the way of his greatness. So he's looking forward to stepping up in his competition. It'll be the best fighter to date for him. And like I said, it's going to be just a great night of boxing, all the way from the top of the card, from the bottom of the card to the top.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Darren Cunningham, undefeated bantamweight, the nephew of Hall of Fame trainer Kevin Cunningham out of St. Louis. Man, I can't wait to watch Darren's next fight, man. And hopefully we can bring him to the platform, before, what I'm saying, he gets before the fight. Hopefully we can get him on here. I want to talk to him, man. You know what I'm saying?
But we got plenty of heat now. We got plenty of heat in DHP because we got that Amari Jones over there, man. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, he a beast.
47
a beast.
Better watch out. We got a bad motor scooter coming out of that motherfucking Oakland, California TB. It was the best time for you to turn the lights on when I say something about this kid. He was just in there with Mama's Boy, and I tell you, Mama's Boy, when I'm talking about standing up at the Las Vegas stop sign where it say "Welcome to Las Vegas," you got no other than Mama's Boy, coached by his mama. And when he talk about whooping him, you got to be serious because you're gonna be whooping him in front of his mama. And you know how hard it is. You know how hard a nigga go. You know how hard a nigga gonna go when I got my mama in the corner. Okay, it's one thing to have your daddy in the corner, but when we really want to whoop a nigga's ass, and I bring this nigga's mama, you don't see Devin's mama. But if I bring Devin's mama in the corner, nigga, you in trouble. You look over and you see a woman, if you see a woman with a water bottle standing next to the side of me, nigga, you in trouble. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what
gonna bring out the Ann Wolf.
So that's what we got in Amari Jones, a young, bad, talented kid out of Oakland, California, a blue collar city, do or die. You know what I mean? Independence, Black Panther, Black Panther Party, the movement, right? And then you got this kid who left Oakland, who got his diploma at 17, left Oakland to come to Las Vegas to live with Devin and just be a pro. He's #1 amateur in the world. Decided to leave home, leave all of it, and come to work with Devin, who's also from Oakland, who's also the youngest promoter in the business, and they doing their shit 2020 style. I can't be no more prouder than them two kids to get together and do business.
That's drive.
Hey, absolutely, Bill. I just want to say this real quick. Amari Jones, you know what I'm saying? #1 pick, man. First round draft pick right there. And even Fred was saying, man, he signed with Devin Haney Promotions. He's like, man, they got a good one right there. Man, they got a good one right there. So Fred love him. Fred love this kid, man.
Absolutely. He loves the right kid. He know about it. We can only keep this shit a secret so long. We was bubbling, but now we about to blow, baby. You dig what I'm saying? Not only do we got Devin, you know what I'm saying, but we got Amari. We got Amari who's coming right in the, cleaning up that motherfucking rear at 147. He's going to be a problem. 6 foot tall. He's 6 foot, long arms, good feet movement. So, I can't say enough about this kid right now. We just he's growing and he's learning. He's motivated. He's in camp and don't have a fight. See, when you put that as young fighters, when you put that on your promotional team, when you put it on the executives, when you put it on your management team, when you put it on your social media team to do their part. You do your part, continue working, and let them do theirs. Put the pressure on them by staying ready. And that's one thing that Amari is doing. Of course, the card was full. They got Devin and Darren, got Phillip and got Zaur. So, it's only so many slots that we can also have. And then our partners, so if things, heaven forbid, that someone is not able to be on the card, which we don't wish that, we hope that, this card can go on without a hitch. And then Amari, we look forward to Amari debuting very, very soon. So, but he's working in camp. He's eating camp food. He's working. He's cutting weight. He's doing all the same shit that that Devin is doing. He's running. He's doing all the shit. So I cannot say enough about him. He could have went home and said, okay, well, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to Oakland. I'm gonna come back when it's time to fight, or I'm gonna take a week off or nothing. The man is he's doing camp and ain't even got no fight. So that kind of preparation will prepare him for the debut that is to come. It won't be his first camp. You dig?
For sure.
Now, I just had a notification come across my phone from Barbershop saying Devin Haney destroys Teofimo Lopez in sparring.
Yeah, he did. He just put it out there. Devin Haney destroyed Teofimo sparring. So Fred working,
Hey, yeah, shout out to that barbershop. You know what I mean? You got to be real coming through there now. You want the love in the shop. It's like any other barbershop. You know what I'm saying? You can't come up in there fucking around. You know what I'm saying? And just thinking that just because you got to put that work in now. You know what I'm saying? You got to show what you're made of.
Or they'll eat you alive in the barbershop.
Oh man, ain't no doubt. Each and every time. And I wouldn't want Fred's to be nothing else different. I wouldn't go hang out with him. Me and Fred get into it all the time. We talk shit all the time.
Yes, Fred doing
as
a great
job. As soon as I
job.
come in the shop, as soon as I, like a barbershop, you come up in that motherfucker, you come ready, right? TB, you don't come up in that motherfucker and just sit down. You come back, you come in that barbershop, like, what's the fuck is going on up in here, man? You know?
Don't walk in the barbershop with no dandruff in your head, man, because they're going to get you.
Yeah, they gonna get you. They ready to bag on you. You know what I'm saying? And that's good about one thing about our culture and getting dressed to go to the barbershop. You know what I'm saying? You got to put on your tennis shoes. You want to have your car washed. Just to go to the barbershop. And that's the kind of shop Fred has. And I always salute to the brother, him, what he's doing. Right, wrong, or indifferent. The brother's doing a great job.
If you got a busted car and you go to the barbershop, you better park that joint round back.
You better exactly.
Don't park it up front because they're gonna get you. Man, who that is out there? Man, Look, you need Mako, nigga.
Yeah.
Yo, VH, you got a question from Unique Dawn. She said, did Victor Conti play bass?
Absolutely. That was a good, Unique Dawn. You got the answer. He played bass.
Okay. Another question. Kenny Mack said, do they have the fight card online? If you know.
I'm not sure. What do you mean? This the fight card is the complete, I guess, from top to bottom going to be streamed?
I guess, do they have the full fight card posted online where they can see everybody that's on the card?
I'm not sure have they did that yet. I'm not sure.
You can check it out. You can Google it. I'll let you know later, Kenny Mack. I'll do my research on that.
Yeah.
But right now, we got an all-star undercard with Fedor Pergovich. Mm-hmm. You got the Asian sensation on the card. Raymond the Savage Ford, DC3, Darren Cunningham.
Yeah, shout out to Raymond Ford and the Ford family. You know what I'm saying? Coming to work, man. Hey, you know what though? Not on kind of off topic, but still on topic though. We're talking about young fighters. That was a hell of a loss that Ruben Villa took last night, right? To Navarrete. That was a hell of a position, man. Shout out to the Villa family who Devin. We came up with them through the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? With Ruben Villa, he also fought on Devin's undercard, a showbox undercard, and what was in Louisiana. So, it's just excuse me. It was just a tough loss.
Yeah.
Tough loss. Fully game Navarrete though. Game fighter, boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. New champion, man. Huh?
Man, you know what? I think somebody going to get him though, man, because he was slow and wild and what have you.
Ain't no doubt. Game fighter though.
Yeah. Hey, but look, BH, man, this little off subject, bless you. This little off subject, but my cousin, man, I think when y'all talk, I think y'all gonna realize y'all probably already know each other because my cousin used to have a promotional company in California, probably like a little over 12, 13 years ago.
What was the name of it?
Man, you know what? I don't remember, but it was my cousin Kenneth Lawrence, and his partner was a guy named Robert Benz.
Okay.
So when y'all talk, y'all might already know each other.
Okay, sounds good, brother. Sounds good. Y'all, excuse me for a second. Hold on, I'm gonna leave the chat. I'll come right back. I'm gonna leave the panel.
We're gonna wrap it up though, BH. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up though.
Good, brother.
Hey, much love, BH. Appreciate you.
TB, hey, H Money. Keep doing your thing, brother. You know what I'm saying?
You already know.
All right, baby.
You already know, BH. Much love.
Blessings on top of blessings, man. Stay strong until we talk again, man. Peace.
All right. Good talking to you, bro.